to do the wrong things and expect to get good results. One of the things, I'll give you an example on state institutions. If you take your minds back, we had a heated debate on the midterm census. Cannot continue to do the wrong things and expect to get good results. One of the things, I'll give you an example on state institutions. If you take your minds back, we had a heated debate on the midterm census. And the institution are representing a coalition, the National Elections, what we stood our ground. Not that a midterm census was not useful, not that it was not useful for development purposes, but elections and governance has a calendar. Anything falling short of that calendar would interfere with the space, and it would be a cutback on what we should have mobilized as progress. So what happened was that the civil registration was supposed to take course. And we saw a number of problems ahead because these were issues we have highlighted in the 2018 elections reports. We saw how, for example, getting credible data and accounting for the identity of every eligible citizen was a challenge. And so we said, can the government and people of Sierra Leone invest into a civil registration process where we can get all eligible Sierra Leoneans 18 and above to be accounted for with their names, full details, and biometric features? That process was not something we could hold as credible. A number of people were left out, the process was slow, a number of things went wrong with the confirmation of the civil registration process. Fast forward, a year down the line, everybody is shouting, head of National Elections Watch, where are you? Problems are going on with the registration. No, but it went wrong long time ago in the past. We tried as best as possible, we intervened, we said, forget about midterm census, concentrate on the civil data, make sure we get it right. This is only when no eligible Sierra Leonean will be left behind. We are battered, everything. Just think of what happened to us during that period, but we stood our ground. Today we are facing the consequence, and that is the consequences of bad governance. I've just given that one example for us to show a situation where what we should do now, we failed to do it, and then in the next couple of months we want things to be right. It cannot be right. The mistake has been done. So it's the same thing with our state institutions. I have said a couple of times through our advocacy platforms, let us holistically review the 1991 Constitution. That Constitution does not support a democratic state. What would happen? 2016, 2015, 2014, I am going backwards. It was the SLPP who were crying. They were my best friends. I am friends with the opposition because I'm friends with democracy. In a democracy, you must like opposition because it's about opposing you. If you push opposition, there is no democracy. They were all over the place. The letters on my office table are like this in 2016, 2015, complaining. And it is the same issue today that APC are sending the same letters complaining. How do we want to continue into a political jigsaw? Why can't we fix the problem? Making sure that supreme executive authority, those issues that are cut back to the state and democracy, we address them. Appointment is a critical issue. So what we are having, for example, is what we call a regime-serving police. They will do anything, right? Today, I feel sorry. I feel sorry for those who are benefiting. One thing I like about the police, like quote unquote, they do not change. They will go to lengths to misuse and abuse power. And when the other party comes to power, they do the same thing to them. They have never changed their stance. What you want us to do, we will do it. It should not be. We are nurturing a society, a violent society. It should not be the case. Let us try as best as possible to promote professional policing, a police that is accountable and subjected to civil oversight. That's why some of us believe that the police should be put forward to scrutiny, and those things that they have done wrong, they should account for police brutality, notwithstanding the rights of police officers also, because they are performing a sacred duty to the state. They also have lives that also should be respected and protected. For me, those parameters, I believe in the principles of democracy. We should all disagree because we are not thinking the same. We are not the same, but those fundamental principles, whether you are Minister Soare, whether you are head of IGR and Rula Valley, whether you are head of campaign for good governance, Marcela Samba, or whether you are Mr. Berete, formerly spokesperson in the former government, we should not go below those fundamental principles. Respect for the rights and views of individuals, freedom of association, the right to protest. Some of the things we do, we don't jump in the streets. My organization do not believe in protest. We do not do protest. We do voice. We believe in talking. That's why when we see the space for speaking out is shrinking, we feel very, very much aggrieved. We believe in letting citizens have a voice to dialogue with their leaders. We believe to create a space like this where we can speak the truth. That is another point. We need to institute patterns of honesty in the country. Insincerity is the bedrock of our politics. People are looking at you. They see this as black and they will tell you it is white right in your face. And they want to force you to believe it is white. It is wrong.
All right.
We are living in a society that is predominantly going to be violent. And when you suppress people, you suppress their views, they are going to find outlets to bring their views to the fore. I want to encourage us all. It sounds as if I'm preaching tonight. I want to encourage us all. Our society is our future. We cannot allow our society to be going down and we keep quiet. We think that it is right. It is not right. We will all be held accountable. Posterity will judge us one day.
Okay.
You see, we cannot continue to do the wrong things and expect to get good results. One of the things, I'll give you an example on state institutions. If you take your minds back, we had a heated debate on the midterm census. And the institution I represent in a coalition, the National Elections Watch, we stood our ground. Not that a midterm census was not useful, not that it was not useful for development purposes, but elections and governance has a calendar. Anything falling short of that calendar would interfere with the space, and it would be a cutback on what we should have mobilized as progress. So what happened was that the civil registration was supposed to take course. And we saw a number of problems ahead because these were issues we have highlighted in the 2018 elections reports. We saw how, for example, getting credible data and accounting for the identity of every eligible citizen was a challenge. And so we said, can the government and people of Sierra Leone invest into a civil registration process where we can get all eligible Sierra Leoneans 18 and above to be accounted for with their names, full details, and biometric features? That process was not something we could hold as credible. A number of people were left out, the process was slow, a number of things went wrong with the confirmation of the civil registration process. Fast forward, a year down the line, everybody is shouting, head of National Elections Watch, where are you? Problems are going on with the registration. No, but it went wrong long time ago in the past. We tried as best as possible. We intervened. We said, forget about midterm census. Concentrate on the civil data. Make sure we get it right. This is only when no eligible Sierra Leonean will be left behind. When we are battered, everything. Just think of what happened to us during that period, but we stood our ground. Today we are facing the consequence, and that is the consequences of bad governance. I've just given that one example for us to show a situation where what we should do now, we fail to do it. One example for us to show a situation where what we should do now, we fail to do it.
If you haven't received your $13,000 home booster bonus yet, then listen up. Homeowners are now getting new energy-efficient windows from this replacement service. And thanks to a new green energy initiative, the windows are going to greatly reduce your electric bill. As an added bonus, homes that receive these new windows are getting an additional $13,000 valuation on average. If you live in an eligible zip code and your windows are more than 3 years old, you qualify. But hurry, enrollment for this service is limited and spots are estimated to close by next week. It's free to see if your home is eligible for this, so you'd be foolish not to do it. Tap below to enter your zip code and see what type of windows your home is able to have installed.
That the police should be put forward to scrutiny, and those things that they have done wrong, they should account for police brutality, notwithstanding the rights of police officers also, because they are performing a sacred duty to the state. They also have lives that also should be respected and protected. For me, those parameters, I believe in the principles of democracy. We should all disagree because we are not thinking the same. We are not the same, but those fundamental principles, whether you are Minister Soiree, whether you are head of IGL and Ulavali, whether you are head of campaign for good governance, Marcela Samba, or whether you are Mr. Berete, formerly spokesperson in the former government, we should not go below those fundamental principles. Respect for the rights and views of individuals, freedom of association, the right to protest. Some of the things we do, we don't jump in the streets. My organization do not believe in protest. We do not do protest. We do voice. We believe in talking. That's why when we see the space for speaking out is shrinking, we feel very, very much aggrieved. We believe in letting citizens have a voice to dialogue with their leaders. We believe to create a space like this where we can speak the truth. That is another point. We need to institute patterns of honesty in the country. Insincerity is the bedrock of our politics. People are looking at you. They see this as black and they will tell you it is white right in your face. And they want to force you to believe it is white. It is wrong.
All right.
We are living in a society that is predominantly going to be violent. And when you suppress people, you suppress their views, they are going to find outlets to bring their views to the fore. I want to encourage us all. It sounds as if I'm preaching tonight. I want to encourage us all. Our society is our future. We cannot allow our society to be going down and we keep quiet. We think that it is right. It is not right. We will all be held accountable. Posterity will judge us one day.
Okay.
You see, we cannot continue to do the wrong things and expect to get good results. One of the things, I'll give you an example on state institutions. If you take your minds back, we had a heated debate on the midterm census. And the institution I represent in a coalition, the national elections, what we stood our ground. Not that a midterm census was not useful, not that it was not useful for development purposes, but elections and governance has a calendar. Anything falling short of that calendar would interfere with the space, and it would be a cutback on what we should have mobilized as progress. So what happened was that the civil registration was supposed to take course. And we saw a number of problems ahead because these were issues we have highlighted in the 2018 elections reports. We saw how, for example, getting credible data and accounting for the identity of every eligible citizen was a challenge. And so we said, can the government and people of Sierra Leone invest into a civil registration process where we can get all eligible Sierra Leoneans 18 and above to be accounted for with their names, full details, and biometric features? That process was not something we could hold as credible. A number of people were left out, the process was slow, a number of things went wrong with the confirmation of the civil registration process. Fast forward, a year down the line, everybody is shouting, head of National Elections Watch, where are you? Problems are going on with the registration. No, but it went wrong long time ago in the past. We tried as best as possible, we intervened, we said, forget about midterm census, concentrate on the civil data, make sure we get it right. This is only when no eligible Sierra Leonean will be left behind. We are battered.
As a country, we don't come far as an independent nation. Plenty can say 60 years of independence, which we don't achieve. Well, my simple answer to that is this. For make progress as a nation, not so easy thing. Not to one person in business, not to one tribe or region. It therefore take with all effort to make we move the nation. We can pray today so that all which we don't learn in 60 years as an independent nation, we go use them for go before. We don't fight, we don't divide, we don't do plenty bad things then we do so we did today. We're not proud of ourselves. And as how I hear it inside the Kutuba, when you want to make somebody be patriotic, you pick yourself if one may be proud of you. Now for make you don't say you don't succeed, you need to do good things then. You know the tell us go that ain't gonna go boast for you about who that you be. But the one thing very interesting about this nation we will take seriously, and the fact say we accept say God now create you all, God now responsible for all now, and that now we get for all get for go answer to. And that God day, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, nothing is impossible for him. Anything we want to do, they do them. Waiting what a man the feast say not possible, it make them possible. That now right across the Christian and the Muslim. So we can here today for mark this occasion by on this Juma, through this Juma prayer, for more ask and back. Plenty man can say we don't wait 60 years. Me, I can say, I will say, we don't wait 60 years. Most of the nations and way we they admire, also want for go live, they're not being just grab and be the beautiful and great nations where they be today. They go through wars, they go through the young stages. Waiting they do, where most important, we make with the admire them today, they learn from the lessons of all the problems they will then go through, and then decide for make say, one, we know the faith again. We will talk about democracy, now for make we able to change power from one group of people or from one person to another in a peaceful way. Now that democracy they about. May we all agree saying that this person is the leader, now this party is the lead way. So, now make all that they be. What will they talk about? Institutions. Then create an institution, then for mediate. What get constitution? Now for regulate how things they happen in the country. So, million prayer to God today. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now for make it accept we with all we see in this nation. But make you know say with all we challenges and we see that we continue for look up to them. For make it guide we. For make it protect we. And for make we give you the leadership we need, we get the people at heart, we go make we change for the better. Today, we don't gather. Sunday, the Christian and we simply gather back. One beautiful thing we will celebrate. What we know the if we celebrate. Now the fact say we Muslim then, we Christian then, we gather together and pray.
Ambolona kushendo aduo. We are don't come back till they for can talk about things where they happen. Now we on sweet hearts alone. Now we oh, whoa, let we left for do them bad things then. We they feel most alone. Now we oh, whoa, we are. And if we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean bad, oh, we just once for make we are go before. If we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean bad, oh, we just want for make we are go before. Family una kushe again inside this one big family house and una kabo. Well, every day they tell you say this now a family house where we all sit down and call we are there. And this not a family house we always they bring you issues of Mama Salon, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But as things they go right now, we always they tell una say the ugly don't overcome the good. Well, now it don't add ugly past how it be did today. We all know say we just don't vote, we wait for the result. Well, they don't begin to call a small pan the result according to Mohamed Konneh. We don't see plenty of things that happen at the country. We will not even understand up till now at the action by peer. They see where they go and they understand this by Bible. Me self no know. You don't understand. Well, me say they turn to Alpha, we see the over and they ask Alpha back they turn. They ask the engineer. Say we all know where they go on because they just call half result to see outside and they go and fire outside and they go and put people in the next one. We see plenty of people them. Now I make decide for calm this next for we can talk small parentia with the happen. So we self not able to understand why the wire for happen. Me na by Bure Kablai from the North.
Me, Nasambepe, the freedom fighter. And now the other parts of the world we get with brother.
Hello, family. This is Alpha Kamara from TV Salon to Weird. You know, we just the next door, and neighbor there. Pambule, good evening. I hope say one day watch we as we don't come back for continuing for view. What's in the happen? So you're a freedom fighter. So what's in the happen right now?
You know, so now the reason this will make we come. Remember, say this not all the time for the we come. You know, but certain time then they you see something they come your way. You know, like the storm. You get for know how for maneuver, and you get for know how for compose yourself. For you able for put things them in place, because if something happen, you just run book for talk, you go end up for cause problem, or you go end up for misinform or mislead people them, and we don't want to find ourselves in that kind of situation there. As a freedom fighter, we want to fight the right cause. Not to that side we possibly begin call your name, say, now put people on this rubbish or this kind of like way they happen so you know what I mean? So now the reason that we make, we take the backstage, they observe all man from the body language, facial impression or expression, and then we look at several things then, including how the tongues smell right now. We look at all of them things in there. So we don't put them together, and at that make we don't can now. So as a freedom fighter, for let we actually come and see, say, oh, this now, this and this and this now we need for put things them in place. So yeah, so we are back, and yes, the freedom fighter and the man with the sharp cut class, we don't come back, and thank God you saved the day. For let we able to see with everything we put together. Yeah, so far like
that.
Well, just like waiting, we say, me brother, we don't see things them where they happen. We really, we always sit on here, we doubt why they for happen, and you're not supposed for happen, because yesterday night we sit down, we don't tell the family members and say, now election almost they done. The message we get for people now for make we preach peace. But the people that already try for preach the peace against, we see set of people on the other side where they don't start this thing up till now, this minute, then still they do. Well, now I believe that they do waiting past which they do self, where they don't even declare them, say, now they don't win the election. What about if they declare and now waiting what happen to people them? And our salon we get me, brother. I think I may consider for me we can look into the issues there so family members themselves the benefit.
Thank you. And inside the program this evening, like how you say, we talk about peace and non-violence. We talk to people say, do you want to wait and see, allow the process, the normal process for good thing. But we see, say, we get a press release from the opposition APC party, say they accept this result, and we get a video where the Secretary General himself they read the press release on waiting, we try for plan. We also gauge on waiting they happen at the various side, and because this evening we say Ala Binde na Mashaka area, Ala Binde na Kabala area, and even free towns on side, and there is small chamots and they go on another side. So we try for capture. And also, as Sengbepe and Bible say, we see the first lady go live now in Facebook Live, in page, and in President Maada bio, and then supported the dance behind and they made it live now in Facebook page. We even just don't announce this half, and now we also don't see the press releases we don't come out from the international community. All the press releases we don't come out. If we're in a country really talk about integrity, we just don't get a spot now. The UN Security Council, I think say we remember, then can report and with them. But we discuss all of this. And also talk about other things and what they happen at the country, and people are saying we will share their view. So family wanna just deal with we had and TV salon, and also we condemn violence in every form, we condemn killing, we condemn excessive force. Like even the EU talker say they're not facing excessive force, not the best way, and they say they don't observe them throughout. And make you always say the hammer approach. If you see any problem like nail, you go say the only solution way for using a hammer. And when you do that, they don't use the hammer approach. And the hammer approach not the solve problem all the time. So family wanna calm down and allow the normal process for go. Let the temper and go down, but also people are their responsibility. So therefore, also look at some of the things and critically what did happen inside today on day. So now I make there. So now they will tweet. Guys.
So maybe you start to talk about the Secretary General of the APC. I don't know if you want to make we start with time and see what we get.
Okay, so fine. So as we all know, the APC, the opposition party, then gets a stake in the election. Mainly they contest the election against Maada bio. So every of the process they need to be involved. First, not only waiting the European Union say they say communication gap exists between the Elections Commission and the people that they organize the election for, including the members of the public and even the opposition party. And don't they see this, don't they manifest through and through. For example, let's say ballot paper they can Saturday, but already Thursday and Friday, the one that way they go hatch already don't vote. They say, oh no, we print back and foot on. So that communication gap. So just after that 60% announcement, the opposition APC Secretary General issue a press release. So they're not going to accept that 60% thing. All right. And it's necessary the press release will get the video. So I think so we need for player. Let family wait till the APC Secretary General say. Inside our press release with them. Then after that, we'll go analyze and see what we talk.
Good evening, all. This is a press statement from the All People's Congress political party. The APC rejects the 60% provisional results announced by ECSL. The All People's Congress has taken note of the partial 60% results announced this afternoon by the Chief Electoral Commissioner, Mr. Mohamed Konneh of the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, ECSL. That 60% of results came on the back of a tallying process in which the All People's Congress APC agents at regional tally centers in Potloko, Bo, Kenema, McKinney, and Freetown were neither allowed access to participate nor were they allowed to verify and certify the results prior to the announcement, contrary to due process and best practice. Additionally, despite our several attempts to engage ECSL on the various electoral processes, ECSL never communicated to us the mode of announcement of the results, nor did the ECSL give the APC the chance to verify the results before announcement. Critically also, prior to the announcement of the result, the APC was not provided with any breakdown of the so-called 60% results they announced. We have no information about which specific polling units, centers, and districts they came from, nor did the ECSL provide us with prior details of what percentages of results they announced per polling unit, polling center, and district. Shockingly, despite the fact that the elections were conducted on the district block system, the results were not announced by district returning officers, and the Chief Electoral Commissioner did not even inform our party of the exact time of the announcement of the results. In view of these grave infractions, abuse of the democratic process, and unprecedented lack of inclusivity, transparency, and accountability, the APC cannot, and I repeat, the APC cannot in any way accept these results. We totally reject the Chief Electoral Commissioner's announcement of such cooked up figures. We therefore urge him to refrain from announcing any further results until all results are mutually and satisfactorily verified. Meanwhile, we call on all our partners to play their part in our collective endeavor to prevent this daylight robbery of the will of the people and to avert the increasingly likely disorder that hangs over our nation due to this ECSL collusion to overthrow democracy through rigging. Once again, the APC will not accept these fake and cooked up results and will deploy every effort within the law to stop this. As you all know, I'm Lansana Doumbouya, the National Secretary General of the All People's Congress political party. We will sooner be giving you our data from our tallying center of the figures, which shows that the APC party is in good stead. I thank you all.
Alpha.
All right, Fambul, that now the Secretary General for the main opposition APC party, we actually read the press release where they pull out for explain what they think about the results. For get them more clear, or maybe for put them by Creole, they say the results where the ECSL announced so. They say that one, they not even verify the results, which means they'll not be able to verify them before even they announce them. They're not able to see them. And even they say some of them people and say, now the tallying center outside and they not even know how come where the information they come out from, they go through it on what they don't know about. So, they say also,
and specifically talk about Potloko side, Kemosi say they ask question.
Yes, Potloko and other side and the other regions the way you talk about. So that's again, it's also the 60% so they say they don't know. They're not breaking down. They not do a breakdown of that 60% for let them know say by this 60% now so and so is come at district level. They're not able to understand that. Okay. He also say no details on percentages. But like I think we'll be discuss this just now for say it's not easy like tell me say 60% of the whole country. It realistically not make sense to somebody where a smart person we know a little bit. Well, I'll tell you how. If for example, Kailaon for the result commodity Kenema, especially then BMBN Kailaon, or also BMBN Pujon Tego Gendema for the Kantebo, or BMBN Kwanadugo, you know, then Krubola, or the road, they even bad, say for Kamna Makeni. So which means it will take more time for the results commander and reach the regional tally center. You know, we compare that, for example, to a place like Potloko, maybe Potloko town, for like it kind of the talent center. I don't know if it makes sense. Yeah, I try for say, you know, it's like me say don't get 60% of all at the same time within a short time because McKinney, for example, you know, the road and the accessibility is better quick for like get all that result the 60% than, for example, what's the happen BMBN Kobola on Akabala. Or also the same, let's say in the east. It's easy for like get to in a Kenema than for make it get to one with this BMBN kind of so for like you can say 60. I mean, I expected to say maybe 5% don't come on as also districts, 10% under way accessible small, maybe 15% under way they near Freetown and so on. But for like you can say almost 60% of the total, wherein demographics not be the same. Some sides the road for go safe now, some sides the rain camp, some side the network not there and all that. But like you can get a 60% altogether. You know, it gets some question mark. So in the draft, was they not give the percentage at district level, who said the 60% are already don't come out. And he also say, even though they take the election on district block system, no district officers there, they're not be involved in the process for letting announce the results. Okay. And also it's a transparency gets big caution. You know, they say the transparency, it get big caution. So because of all this, the APC no go accept, and it say make it repeat and 2 times. Say APC, then for emphasis, APC no go accept this result until then correct all them problems there where they no identify and then certify and re-verify. Otherwise, they all the net, but then stop for announce any other results. So now that in brief summary, the press release where he actually put out. And also, he talk about even the communications, and they not even tell them. So that's another thing. If the election they go on between me and you, then they won't go announce results. They not they even tell me, say they won't go announce. You know, just go no more and go announce. Like I just they say I don't want to say they announce. Because even we at some point we've been confused, right? Yesterday when the ECSL talked to we, they ask us, say, who said them go announce results? Now he say, I go come back to una maybe before the day they done, or anytime I can to una go tell una.
48 hours, yes.
So it was like a surprise for like, boom, the EC commissioner did live for announce results. Even we now make at some point we struggle for to catch the live press conference. Under normal circumstances, the ECSL will not issue a press release and say 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. The ECSL commissioner they go announce 40 or 50% of the results. So it invites the media houses and invites observers and then can meet up at the process. But in this particular case, that not happen. So it talk about the miscommunication, and even we definitely will not be seen. That'll be like a big surprise where you say, oh, ECSL they go live for announce results. You know.
Okay,
so
another surprising package there about to happen, but no, just hold on, and that could be the shocking part and the biggest shock for Sierra Leoneans, them like all over the country. But by the way, what do you take? What do you listen and what do you take?
You know, this is very clear to everybody, not only we or the APC, but to everybody in Sierra Leone, including their own supporters. Them ECSL don't do something we don't make. We they put on our book them. Say we left this world, we picking them. We left read this particular history. We Konneh don't do so. You know what the Secretary General can talk. I think hide. It just come like what they say. It just can't add the oil upon waiting they go on, because we find out even the international observers them don't talk similar thing with in can talk so, especially on the communication side. Say the communication side is very, very dark. So that's don't even make themselves who left the various countries them for can observe the election. They don't become doubt. How they expect the thing for go not to show it they go. You know, Mohamed Konneh they bypass we the Sierra Leoneans them, they bypass we and they bypass people that we get for do with we own country in go on before. Because make no mistake, all of this thing where Mohamed Konneh they do so before them people they are, though yes, a good one they do and for make the people they know so wait if the rights na paper sent to them, not to true, and then they can't do one, not to lie, sorry, then they can't do one before them. It get for affect you as a country. You understand? Because as things they go on right now, Maada you not care in Konneh. They don't care about the country, but they care how they for maintain this problem. You find out, say, Charles Magai pull a very short video where he used a word like Mohamed Konneh no one care about the well-being of the country, but he want for see how he manage for keep caretaker be another system. How will they get Sierra Leoneans them where they not care about what they happen tomorrow? They just care about what they happen today for maintain who that you want for maintain now the system. We see that yesterday we say we keep with peace because we no get rights for announce any result now. But we set not to fools, and Sierra Leoneans are not to fools. Everybody they follow how the process will go on, and plenty people hold book and pen. We as well get Marcela Samba, where plenty people listen to his statement yesterday. Well, himself put and they say he no get the right for announced results, but he get what he gets, and himself don't send to the one them where they work together. And if they believe and hope say the same thing they can come up from Mohamed Konneh. So if we begin see this we call and shocking like what in Alpha say, may say no say we don't support all net. Now they don't
I just put my phone on, I see bam, Mohamed Konneh they come on air. I say, but wait till this. So all of the things that will happen right now a surprise to we, and as I say, we go right on our book level, pick it them tomorrow. But this it really doubts we. So that's not the reason we decide for consider this net. For talk to Fambule, make they understand, we make sure for put them that typical crew, for make that brother or sister say for in a village, able for benefit, waiting they talk, and he will able to understand waiting they go on concerning this election.
So since you talk about the issue of Marcella Samba Sisi and waiting say, we're very, very much important. You know, after we listen to Marcella, we will talk a little bit and go to the Electoral Commission for that we hear it again how they announce the result. And Alpha, after we don't know how they announce the result, we could basically like talk about waiting we know about election. Remember, I can always tell people and I say, let me know the mistakes, certain things then, because for example, and we been work with IRN, and that is say we be done then at the now the Electoral Commission. Of course, we see that is why sometimes the way people they try to analyze some results, I tell them I say please not to the right way now the door. So this and this and this and that's not the right process and logo. And exactly that one day we can do today back and we could tell you waiting at the most important thing with it at stake right now as we talk so and while we all just take note of that and see how best we can able for go and put things in place. So for now, let me join Marcella Samba Sisi in the press conference of the National Elections Watch. Remember, Elections Watch, the government no like them, the party no like them, the soul gets them, or the how they call them, the collaborator they no like them. So what will they do? Now we'll listen quickly to Marcella Samba as he be then at the press conference. Well, this thing they can talk about, now question they ask him. And if I can get it right, I see the journalist Nabi Lawrence ask him what a makeup of the result them so far. You know, if they get any idea of the or if they get data, that are the exact question, data. Marcella, this now waiting a get we explain to people. So please increase the volume of you set to the watch because this one not too loud. So please increase them so you will hear exactly what it much from Marcella in voice in what. And we will tell you what is this word with Marcella talk mean. Yeah? So let me listen and quickly.
That tells you we have done an incredible job. And so your first question is a simple one, even though it has a lot of meandering. They want to know whether NEW has data on the presidential results, especially for the SFP and APC. And secondly, this question is not too clear that if a political party did not send
to the neck
agents to polling stations, what is still going to recommend in that circumstance? But anyway, as the chair, I know you have answers for every question that does not require answers.
Thank you again, Reverend James Mark, and thank you so very much for your questions. One thing I want to assure the Sierra Leonean public is that National Elections Watch has comprehensive data for which we can attest to with confidence on the electioneering process, including the results of the elections projection. So at this juncture, it is not in our mandate to talk about anything result-oriented. It is the mandate of the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, and we will wait for the Electoral Commission to announce the results, after which the National Elections Watch will come out with a verification statement to juxtapose what we have and what the ECSL has. But there's a caveat to that. In the event which we pray by the will of God, the Iranians are very careful, do not occur. But in the event of anything untoward, National Elections Watch is ready again to save the soul of the nation. Thank you. The second point is around political parties.
Okay, so that's Marcella Samba. Samba Sisi. Maybe you go able to echo what's your way to say? Because there's someone I'm sure.
So after where they ask this question, say first of all, we new not get any right for announced results. But let me get background. New then get observers of like 6,000 all across the country. So that puts them in a better chance for get most, if not 99 or 90% of the results where they cast. Because at least now one center, you must get one new observer where you did it. We mean say na that center day you for cover all of the polling stations them within that center day, and that make them team up in a very very strong position for give or for get access to the raw result. So he say then they wait for see waiting ECSL they give. In the case of USAI, ECSL will give something different, and then get for compare, then get for put the two results them together, and then we left with no option but for come out with waiting then get.
Yeah.
Now that's basically the same. Well, before I talk about the effect of this statement, let's just listen to now. You know, see that I just want for a listen. I get for come in one thing, but I just want to listen. You know, what's you make up of this thing? Because this is a very, very, very strong case. And there is some other, you know, side things them about this particular thing, you know, because for that you say we get a result. And like we say, hey, I don't deal with new at one point, you know, the time where I've been there at 98 IRN new, then they work, you know, closely. So like, you know how they operate. And one of the reasons we make new, no, like, let me make this very clear. Before this time, 2018, yeah, that election, the person will be the talk on behalf of new, when I be the spokesman. In him, I be go look at her. Well, go look at her inside this government right now, and they're not in a new anymore.
Yes.
So, like, go look at her. If you see, for example, that they attack new. And one thing I want to tell you before I allow you to talk about this issue, I want to tell you say one guy you know they talk to. Sano. So that guy they then give up the Minister of Information, then create observer group for them, where they for go on and I watch election, and after then they for counter whatever thing when new they come up with. So Lord be warned. We don't tell you that this like 1 year ago. Say you can forget a lot of observer mission them waiting for the counter waiting new they talk. But unfortunately for new, unfortunately for the government, waiting new they talk, waiting African Union and ECOWAS, waiting data center, waiting European Union, all of them did at the same line. They say exactly what happened. You understand, Alpha?
Yeah.
They're all in the same line. Yeah. So waiting, you don't see now say and the biggest observer, the biggest local observer mission in the country, not new. No other observer mission or each new. I go put me tweets for them to Kawaka, if not lie.
Yeah.
None other observer mission. Not even IRN.
Yeah.
Not even IRN.
No.
So then they're in a better position for getting things in there. We all see, for example, IRN, most people trust them because of the number of people that they get. Not only for saying how they deal with the information, no, but the number of people that when they make them, they get access to the information them. I mean, they result them at polling center level or polling station level. So for let Marcella make this kind of statement, I think say he believe what he believe and he know what he get. So I will allow them follow that just comment on what he say, you know, that then get the real result and then wait for the ECS to out something different.
Okay. From me end, definitely. Firstly, I do a disclaimer because people are be critically minded and they tag you. And some of you we are just critically minded, like one fairness. Now we could analyze this. Because having said that, Marcella Samba Sise don't come under a lot of attacks. Now this current administration, they don't attack her, they don't call her names, they don't tag them on social media. But I know saying one of the women them we don't stand upright.
Sorry, I'm not caught you with Alpha. I'm not shouting at just the administration. The opposition, they attack them, the government, they attack them. So it simply means, say, when you get the two sides and they attack you, you're in the middle. It means you're good in the way you do.
Exactly. So because of that, a lot of attacks they don't face about 20 they always analyze. whether it's about human rights, whether it's about women's rights, whether it's about saying truth to power, whether it's about saying truth on any issues, he's always ready for respond and say it as it is. So because of that, a lot of things that people target in different ways. Well, not physically, but through attacks, social media, shaming, all things in there. That's how people can do in a salon, where you stand for the fact, how did they do you? But when you listen to that statement, that tell you say, and new, interestingly, means I've been over for new. I've been over for new, I've been over for IRN. I know how the process they go. And new, what's make them successful, then they make sure say they get local observer now every ward or every district. And they train people and they work with civil society, local media houses, and local people, community people, scatter them all over. So which means like when I talk about that 6,000 all mandated like every region. And because people only observe the process, they know what they do. So for make it talk that statement thing, it means say, the National Elections Watch then gets a lot where they know about. And not so today them begin I'll be reading the spokesperson on 98.1 before this election talk about the kind of information we then get, how they're not ready for observe this election with all even the new technology that we then don't employ for make sure say they monitor the process. And not so something very different, honestly. Because they talk and just say, if law say you doubt new, or even you doubt me when they talk in alpha, say, but this is not Salomon, they don't make up for like and talk this or blah blah. Listen to the international observers, where they're not getting no interest, always they get interest in, and then they help we, and then they give we money, and then they support we. Listen to the statement that we they don't put. So law say, law puts Marcella Samba a little bit from this, and law even focus on international observers. The European Union, where they all Europe then come up, and they give money, and they don't spend about 9-point-something million euro na salon in electoral and governance related programs for the past couple of years. Okay, and the African Union, where now they cover with the umbrella all day, the ECOWAS, where we're not part of the ECOWAS, the other people in the Carter Center, we come on America, yeah, they all don't issue press releases, they all concern or express concern about the transparency of this process. So that will tell you something. But I don't know what some people can think, because sometimes because of politics, people are not going to open up, to realities for look at certain things how they go. And at the end, I can get problem with some people. For me, at my own level, like I say, person just get for be fair. So Marcella Samba, he gets a lot of information because he didn't knew and they observe the process and he know what they talk about. And also, some people anyway they talk, they will say it's not a full man or full woman. You know what they talk. So if the APC side don't come out with a press release and say no, they accept this result, the international community, whether the European Union, they don't point all anything they have one by one, and they even don't publish and get a 10-page report where even go into details.
11.
Added to
11.
Yes, 11. Okay, yeah, 11-page report. Added to because when the election we do, and just pull one page.
Mm-hmm.
Then today they do the press. But right now you don't pull 11-page comprehensive report analyzing and documenting the thing they already refer to one by one. The instances already document. I think say if we in a salon a country or really for the at par with other countries in the region, with other countries in the world, one still continue to enjoy the international support we all need because country need development. Whether people are for the talk or for the listen. And nobody not tell you, oh, Salon a sovereign state, they don't left give you with problems, so we say they're not for tell you what it for do. Of course, under normal circumstances. Well, no come to me for say, can't give me money for go build school, or can't give me money, la go buy rice, or can't give me money, la go do this. The way they do something bad, they tell you, they say, no, not left me, but wait, want money? You can't to me say, can't give me money. If now you go do it.
And interestingly, I think Maada Bio and in government they forget one big or greatest achievement of the country. A biggest gain we don't make. This thing that happens, so we put and just down the drain. I don't know what can be the punishment for member states and that area there. For example, you just make mention of the Security Council as ordinary member. Member now ordinary, not a permanent member.
Yeah, well,
the one that's when a permanent member they treat them. For example, we see the Russia Union. We see they happen. So that's alone talking about when an ordinary member Where it means say no more, they just put we no more for they not say we know the day. They call we for call sake. You understand? So now we face it. So it like from where Maada Bill don't say we don't win this position. I not look at the rationale behind this position, but I look at say from where we country don't finally find ourselves in this seat. Like every day or anything, and interestingly that happened during the campaign, and they now get the equivalency.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time where the opposition they come out, it's either this government fire up at them or then kill person. It's either fire up at them or then send person go next one. But so the government is securing, and when they talk about security sector, the other day at the watch one paper where basically I think an independent observer, they tell me say President Bio and the UN the plan for settle the problem na Ukraine and Russia. Can you imagine? you're not able for take care of your own issue now, and then you go put more power that person in business. Look how you know it's like I know this is the tiny man in the room. They talk about them things and okay, like this thing it will really tell on we because for example, if every day where opposition come on, they allow them. Look like yesterday, I listened to the BBC report as well today, this night. Where they try to tell we say like the opposition them in gather, the opposition leader want for come arrest the people them, and then automatically you see the police and the military. In fact, the military they use not to police the journalists. They say the military they come and bike and condemn the building. They just they not even the journalists they don't even understand waiting lead for let them begin for fire. Automatically they begin for fire bullets, fire gun, how they call them, tear gas and the building. So if even the journalists were independent, we not sabi nobody na cover I can cover, come on and country pong you can. You not able understand waiting because you see people and they enjoy, and then they come, this thing can happen. You imagine now. Who smart way we go get for put smart for security business for other person in country if at every point in time we get question for answer. By the way.
Yeah.
You know, when we talk about this Marcella lady, just like within you mentioned, say the opposition no like them, the government no like them. And in the middle. So for me, now somebody
and honestly, me, I don't tell you from the one say me like them.
Okay, I think now the side where me self they try for come where I even tell you behind the camera say now somebody me just like because of waiting as
that is why if I hear somebody cost, if I hear somebody do something, I can say, oh my god, you don't understand what they happen. Because if you be understand, not to the kind of person this way you cause.
Of course.
Or not to the kind of person this way una for they do certain things then too.
You know, like how they talk, now somebody will me like, and I believe say they do the right thing. Because for any time you find yourself na a nation who say this not like you can't in the middle, just press on with you path. At the end of the day, you will succeed. Yeah. So most of the reports them we Marcella Samba done the give to the last one yesterday we get for cause this bio led and talk government for one time. I feel say it make them clear. It not just come sit down and tell we say me, Marcella Samba, single-handedly, I go watch the result, now this now I get. It tell everybody how they try for put things in place for make sure that they get representative, then we go watch how voting they go now each police station, if not all but 95%. Yeah? And in your responsibility, in don't send in people them get all the numbers there, they send them to her, he collect, he watch, waiting he will get. As one bulk number. And if he don't get time and he believe in your number, he believe in your people and where he send, he share them to people them where they self care about their own credibility. Say he expect again Konneh for can do the same thing. And he use one word yesterday where I get interest on. Where he say he expect Mohamed Konneh for CC, seize the rights of the people, make it announce the vote of the people. That word there goes a long way if Konneh na somebody with a reason. If Konneh na if Konneh na somebody where want for see peace na the land. But yet still, he say he can give partial results as he use the English. He don't give it, he don't go. Enoka it's for giving the bulk one. We don't dey begin to see things the way you measure now. Just know plenty people don't go next one right now as we talk. Plenty people in the hospital right now. If they get away or the money for even go hospital, we see plenty attack them in the country. So if Marcela Saba don't come and tell we this, some of we they look up to that statement there because for we incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. We they look up to that statement there, and if Marcela Saba don't come tell we see international observers them back, they bring up similar issue or the same statement with what Marcela Saba say. Why people they doubt what Marcela Saba talk? And as I say, this particular statement now, we don't listen. Boku audio them. Whether they come and advise, whether they come and say where you go now in the embassy, but you're not supposed to be as a nation. So Salon for just be a country when the president says now show in one the country, everybody for come and dance into in tune. Nobody know they for talk the fact. That are the problem where we we get with some people today. Recently, you know tell it to some of the left for costly. So don't can cost with mad and then cost at the end of the day and find out say the information what they pass them with the proof them. No, that guy not just they come and talk for toxic. Today some of them now party them. So you know we get a country we go just be one side. If the president said today law we go so as true we all forgo. How they will develop as a nation if country they go so?
Okay, thank you guys. And now look at another aspect of this because when I mentioned the issue of the security personnel, and if you hear all the report that way they go out, you know, they say the security personnel don't be consistently they use excessive force against the civilians, which is it's a no. Some of who that's like with beliefs and we get like with principles. And one part with principles, you know, I don't believe say if somebody protests, person for good idea. I don't believe say if people and say the Timap now the whole placard. Police for and gun fire live gunshot. Today they interview the IG of police after we announced the results. He say, APC they not been getting right.
Okay, so how far waiting I want follow we do because normally when you talk that one day now, people and they expect say you can lie on them or you can lie on the police or you have to can just put you on top there. So if that be the case, just get a pause and then we bring the exact words from incessive. That's it now. You come and paint on top. Let people, you know, exactly. The talk is very much important. So let's just paint and we'll come back just now.
Okay.
So generally, we want the number announced partial results today, but we want to make you give me an understanding of what's in the security situation across the country.
Well, the security situation across the country is okay. We don't do a lot of planning for the past 1 year. Just after the announced dates for elections, we'll step up with efforts for plan for this particular moment. As it is, the conduct of elections was properly secured and we are committed to provide the requisite security for the counting and the final publication of the results and whatever after.
So time like this, when they announce results, so you get a lot of people who sometimes go and come out for dance, for jubilate, and all of that. Waiting how they plan for man that situation?
No, we deploy across the country, and we want for really, I use this movement for tell people say, Lord, wait for the final result. Nobody will start for dance by now because the way the Electoral Commission has said these are just partial results. So for anybody who wants dance, I will advise you to wait for the final results. We go say go come in the next 48 hours. After that, all man free for dance. But for now, nobody know free for dance. Nobody know free for commercial. No, it's gonna after the result. No, it's not possible. It's not acceptable.
Yeah, yesterday there was a situation where the main opposition APC accused the security forces, the police, of attacking the party office, and allegedly one person died. The police don't confirm that?
Well, in the first place, waiting the APC do yesterday was not acceptable. Constitution not acceptable. The only body we get authority for announced election result now the Electoral Commissioner of the Electoral Commission Israeli. So that's there in the laws, clear in the Constitution, in the Public Elections Act 2022. For me, you grab job and treat to go and rally people and say you have won elections. Now recipe for chaos. So we get them, we engage the leadership. I call them severally, they refuse to pick me call. And they were there on the streets disturbing people who are passing along the streets. And that cannot go on. I called the leadership, they didn't pick. So I called the nearest patrol to take them out of the streets, as far as we are concerned. And I'm very sure of that one. no bullets were fired yesterday in that office. So the story they are saying somebody died in their office is just to paint the process. But as far as we are concerned, authoritatively, I can say without fear that nobody died. I can confirm, I can affirm that we used tear gas, but not live rounds. It's not possible.
Okay. The international community, the observers, and we they, you know, and local civil society organizations, don't call on the police leadership for ensure, say, you know, them provide security for the nation and be fair in how una they dispense una responsibility. Waiting na the assurance where you want to get to the public, say, whether it's SLPP or APC, una go be fair in dispensing una responsibility.
We not swearing police. So whatever the outcome, we have always been fair. From the start of the process up to this time, we have always been fair to everybody. We have never been selective in dealing with people. All of them can attest to that one. So there should be no fears on their minds. I want to allay their fears that we are there to serve Sierra Leoneans, and that's why they call us Sierra Leone Police.
Finally, is the police saying political parties are not for gather at the office, or they're not for dance, or they can go ahead and do?
We are not saying they're not for gather at the office. We are saying as long as you gather in the office, don't interfere into the comfort of other people. If you do that, we'll engage you. You refuse to back away, we'll take you out. That's our responsibility.
Finally, which assurance you want left with Sierra Leoneans?
Well, I want for assurance say, well, this has been a very peaceful election. Having me.
So generally, we
That's not the IG of police. Mr. Richard, what's the name again?
Fayaselu.
Fayaselu. Mr. Fayaselu. First line commander, in your English, he better he pass the people. He pass people, you know. But I think a few things. All credit to AYV and we colleague Amadou Lamara about the interview there. He asked him a question about the person will die na APC office. If he go able to confirm that, he diverts the answer. Instead of answer that part down the straightforward question, it diverts another and say APC they not try and go block road and this and that, which was not the question.
Honestly, Alpha I will be appreciated if he continue for the diverter than the answer we can give later.
Yeah. So then they can't talk about fairness. How the man then come out and can't dance and this and that, and they're not supposed to dance and this. Meanwhile, the ruling party issue press release and they're supposed to dance all over the place. From Kailang to Kenema to Bo to Matrujon, take them free talk. Then dance. Yesterday, also that video will be show where that man we get that white here, they all be dance now.
Yes,
so how you can say if the opposition people and they can't get out of their own office, the opposition leader they can't talk to them, you know, you say waiting, then go block road and this and that, then they can say, he said the police they always don't be fair. The police they always don't be fair, they don't maintain fairness because they're a salon police, they don't be fair always. Well, I the challenge on that, I say that I know was saying a lie, but you know, enough factual. And I can tell you how. A lot of reports we don't come away don't say salon police, then they take sides, salon police and they use excessive force.
On the opposition.
On the opposition, they don't use excessive force on civilians. They don't most people in rights for process of a new procession or like a protest and all that. And we all don't see most people don't die in the hands of police and security people in the past 5 years, which is a key concern to anybody where human. You're not put it that way there because some people and just because of politics they are so blinded that they don't want to hear facts or want to hear other opinion, which is my problem. I can debate anybody in Sierra Leone at any time, be you a minister, be you anybody, whether it's even if it's the president, I can debate you from here to go any side. Hence, we go on facts and issues. I don't have a problem with that. But when people try for circumvent or divert the facts, that's the point. If we don't get international reports, we don't put the salon police, give them a lot of bad reports and recommend for them transform. Take to this minute what they talk so, you know, for the past 5 years, you know, take to also this so, don't say a lot of reports. Then the IG of police, they can say they're neutral, they're independent, they're fair because they're not salon police. And they're not a fact. The fact is
Alpha, honestly, I've been telling thank you if you talk all of them what they are. But one thing what the women all where somebody when a Muslim go say inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. You know, for that woman we don't go. And for the one the when a Christian go say let life perpetual shine on her. you know, for where you don't go, you know, lost in life that kind of way there. And nobody not supposed for lost in life that kind of way there. You know, when we look at the picture, where we not go ever play Naya or show Naya or the video, we not go ever. I will just tell you, please. I warn you, I go even paint the picture on my mouth, but it's not cool.
Yeah.
From that video where that man explained, where we see white something that the man introduces and red something downside again. The man tell me say, na the brain, na ain't come out. And I be the wonder how it happened. Not until I see the picture. This eye, the left part of the eye, now then the bullet enter param. It like when they take something, when they chop something, like when you go, you want for Chapman boutique for put and down. Where they ask to go inside and come out. Now so they think chap the woman. But oh, fire fellow, Allah bless you with this word today. If it be for say nobody not died at the APC office yesterday. Let God make yourself not let God make yourself not die that kind of way. In other words, if person not die, according to you, person die, but you say not die, let yourself feel that kind of pain the one day. If not to yourself, but one of your family member the way you love past all. Let feel like I'm bending. Then we will tell you, say, Bopa, we'll not see person die. We will say not see person die. Because if you on earth, you will see everything. You say, your man, oh, okay, wait. One side they will not blame her. If you say in men they don't use life rounds, not true. Not true. Now, here we sit down and tell them, say, most of the things that already happen at the presidential guards and they do have. Now, you have somebody call me, they argue with me. I tell and say, the tear gas when they use, the police not get that kind of tear gas there. Now, the presidential gas, they get them. And we show people them, now the presidential gas, them, they get them at their chest. So, if this man tell me, say, a man they not discharge, fire, then they a live bullet, not true. Now, the presidential gas, them, because they know they take command to them. But what you wrong, now for later we say, nobody in go confirm say nobody they just want for paint the kind of picture. Fire Zelu. Let God paint you that kind of picture they back. If not to you, say one of your family member. I not swear you say boss you know that let God bless you with that kind of life there. Now you know mommy get for stay with regards to one day. But on the area of fairness, the police them under different political regime, that's why you don't determine. They're always biased. Not until power change and at the time when I make the king sack them back home. Because none of them are professional. But I look forward for see a government where we can work on the police and the military for them totally be independent. Let before say that they serve the nation and they don't serve the president or the or politicians. But for now, it's very, very much difficult to handle it in a day. And the line, yeah.
So Sengbepe, like I don't, it's always an issue where honestly I think I need to look at it deep down. You talk about the presidential guards, you talk about the police. The presidential guards, are they not part of the police setting? Because I think the presidential not pull the military aside. The presidential guards normally supposed to be police officers, OSD personnel. When at the salon police they assign them, or then at the office of the president or for the president. But the presidential guards, they don't come on the spotlight for a long time. You know, where they don't kill. Even the killing, they already happen. Most of them, they read the presidential guards. Even election, they will see that video with the presidential guards and go park one side. Where the guy, they say, the video, if you want to kill me, you have the video, you know, when they come for kind intimidate you and anything. The Padembaro situation, the guards. Even with young colleague journalists, I remember one football match we did, where the presidential guards and go beat female journalists. Then beat them, /issue press release. Later, the salon police then therefore apologize. Then they buy the equipment of the lady there when they beat the female journalist. So the presidential guards then, in other countries, now people are highly disciplined. We're supposed to know the rules of engagement, then go through trainings and even develop the IQ. But I don't know if the kind presidential guards, the kind they will get in that country there. Because, but still, they're part of the police. But the only thing I don't know is other than the presidential guards in the report to.
You don't ask when the military wing of the presidential guard then they take up political issue. When the military come issue statements, you see them do anything?
No.
Because they know they honor them, they know they answer question to them. They know they answer any question to them. Now they answer directly to that of the how you call them? The president. And that's an FT to him. So if that continue for the talk, let's show you something.
And yeah, now just tell you something. Somebody tell me something. I don't know how true is it. Where they say somebody got and then for example, First Lady Fatima Bio in Garden. They say the one at Burkina Bay, now from Burkina Faso. Then at some point they say they get one Nigerian. So I also just imagine. So actually, this now a senior journalist tell me this. To be honest with you, I don't go name him because he say Alpha to me. Yeah, it's Alpha to me and you. And they are not name me in this. They say, but inside, for example, Fatima Bio, that in convoy where they work out in Gadsden, they say get one day when a Burkina Bay from Burkina Faso, you know, where that one of the ex-combatants the way they may use, where now I think it transformed into like an operative or military operative or so. Then a Fatima in convoy. Then you also get one where they may send a Nigerian man, where instead the First Lady in convoy. So because of that, and sometimes they simply they put masks. So sometimes I can doubt say, them presidential guards there, some of the way they do anything there, are they really Sierra Leoneans? Or not part of some of them people there where maybe they just put them inside, in between, where maybe they don't even identify themselves. Past the one way they closely link with the system, now they go know. But then they just kind of me, man. And this is somebody, a very high journalist, like I say, highly placed journalist, Sierra Leonean journalist, they say to me and you, but this is the fact one more. So what are the incidents in there they happen? I can begin doubt if now actually the Salon presidential guards and this, when a Salon man like me and you, or not the one that then foreigner there, wouldn't they bring camp? They don't even tell people for say can work on the office of the president or can guide the first lady, for example. Because an officer Sierra Leoneans they go so wicked and callous just like that. No one I know they see they wear mask. And also they're not going to identify them. You know, but when they see them things there they happen, so they ask myself. You know, look now when they dance, and say no more than now 60% results. Then one as security, where they say one neutral, supposed for provide law and order and security for the public. The police and the military look at the dance, they celebrate, they hold them gun, then they dance. So at the end of the day, one go tell your opposition and say you are fair. If they go tell the civilian and say you fair, with all the killings where they go on.
So I'll let you take note of something.
Yeah.
What's the uniform where they wear, the military?
So it look different.
Now desert combat most of them the way.
Yeah. So
watch the one them where go now APC office for the last in the last 5 days, 2 10. Watch them.
You see? So now this for example, the military no get dress code. We know we on combat where Salon soldier they use. It's different. You know, we all know the Salon combat where Salon soldier they use. But now they see this kind of military fatigue when only the presidential guards in the wear. And the other guy when they may kill them, I can even be presidential guard, being so rest in peace. Inside that investigation, from what they said in the beginning, how far they don't go.
So you don't know when investigation they die in the country? Anytime where a link to the government, it die instant.
Yeah.
But if you link to opposition or any other person, it come up. But once it links to the government or the ruling party, nothing they come up and above. Waiting them the one for doing that area, they will not for talk about that too much. Then we just want for set up the people in a McKinney. Since that guy then a Kaila when they come out, then deliberately go do them to another area for them and say, oh, they don't do na brother this. You see this government very much wicked. Very wicked. You know, but that's a discussion for another day.
You see, definitely. So now, this is not the IG where they say the security they're neutral. This is not the IG where they say they're independent, you know, then are the Sierra Leone police, then they serve the people of Sierra Leone. So in this kind of situation, if they tell me, say, when they serve the people of Sierra Leone, you know, the people that for trust to now, they say the Sierra Leone police. But look at you guys, they just say they now announce 60%. The opposition, they say, no, even this result, we not trust them or they contest them. When I know say the situation, the atmosphere, the loom, like say, let God help no more, let go outside, let something else not happen. But the opposition, they say this result will not agree. Opposition, one person don't die they own ago. Weeks ago, when they demonstrate for that data, other person died. Then now, one of the same people where they say we are neutral, the IG they say they're neutral, they're independent and whatever. Look at them dancing and celebrating in the streets. So what are you telling the opposition?
Some they don't have grown.
Yeah, they don't have grown. So they hold them going in the dance. So this you cannot do that. You see that let's tell you. Few weeks ago, I work for a US government agency, NAYA. Okay, few weeks ago, after Joe Biden don't announce say he run for president. Just after we announce after we don't announce it, I run for president again for a second term. Now in the issue press release, so we all now the communications team, say, now that the president don't say it run, one, all communication what they do, Lord no use any of in campaign slogan, which means we were the work. Lord no use the president in campaign slogan where they use right now. So for that campaign, that is one. Then make we not use any picture where it is used for campaign. For example, like if you wear t-shirt where they say Biden back to White House or Biden for a second time, that kind of campaign slogan is it. We not use any picture. We get any of them kind of campaign logo or slogan. We not use any material. If we want to use picture for address on government issues, we not go on the government archive. We say picture that we don't do where if we don't take away they do government work. If we want to publish anything about do the government work where they do. But we are not mix the campaign business where they do in poster there, in shirts there, in slogan there.
So don't make this clear. You say you don't work for within?
US government units. One US government unit.
Government, just a unit under the US government.
Yes.
And they don't give you a strict warning.
Yes.
So you get for make sure say you move away from anything.
Thank you.
Let alone talking about coming outside and talk about the issue of harm.
Yes. Yes.
Just campaign material. Anything where INBI don't declare so this time in word and slogan and campaign material this. You now get for make sure to now move away from harm.
Thank you.
Good.
So this time for we no more where they do communication for so. Then send back to the one day when military people where like they get security. When I roll, if the party go down, I go for protector for ensure say it's safe, it goes to now this one for do. When I not mix party talk where they go on and waiting. When I roll where the party map, when I team up more they watch people and see where I want can for safer when I protect and I don't know roll.
Not get right for smile.
Yes.
When it talks something interesting, on not get right for clap, on not get right for just make anything we go there in support of what they talk about. On get for make sure so that be very much neutral. Okay, switch to that point to all and day. By the way, that's not the US. The one the way we say with the follow pan democracy. Run down back inside we had. And then we put that kind of thing there and see what thing they happen.
We don't need for talk much. We just display a video in the background. We presidential guards them they dance just for this small results we then call. I mean we alpha they talk na smile at the smile. You know when you find yourself in a country we get law, it's sweet for live. You go like for live if even that country the things they're not okay for you like the country where you feel say na day you born, na day you come on, na day they enjoy so many facilities them. But just that now there you come out, but your life not even safe. As still they go on right now in a salon. We always they all sweet from a salon. We proud for this right now. Yes, because now they want. But now it don't sound like say you as salon person, you this salon that the foreigner self in what pass you because your life not safe. And alpha before the guy inside the alpha they talk about foreigners them we understand say. Now more of them they now this group where people they all say presidential guards. He call Gambia. Who we get some information now say even the first lady bring in Gambia and about them for make them can join the saloon politics. Let me just put them so. And most of them then they na in convoy, then they na Iman in convoy. And if anybody talk about Fatima in that kind of area. As we see how Fatima gets edge over this SLPP and Iman, nothing not the way they deny. Now people don't listen. The side way me brother they work. You they find out say because of the facility where they enjoy, they are not talk of the money, but it is able to do in work with an open mind. You understand? Make I ask Alpha today, even any caretaker, or let me say caretaker, you can't tell and say, oh, you na Salomon, you get idea in this area. Come, and they go pay you past the money, where they pay you in America. Ask Alpha if you get one for good day. You know they go because you they go there na a job, usa ibise, then they give you like what they say, they give you the cow, they hold the rope. What you want for do your job, for make you enjoy your job, for make you feel satisfied, say yes, I do my job to my ability. Then draw the rope. You need for caution now say, but if I do this, my boss will sack me. If I do this, the president will sack me. Or he go give me case. Then go set me up in the way that they will go put me in a Pandemba road. where my family left suffer tomorrow.
So even at some point, you see the government, they issue memo, then they send letter out to people. This government, not the American government, so we own government. Now two different words that they talk about. So we own government. The time when they say, let them go tell President Bill, thank you, caretaker Bill. He say thank you.
Thank you, Tor.
Yes, no, not to Tor, not to Tor. That time when they pull all of them women, now one of them, all of say let them go tell thank you match. Where they go down State House. Then send memo na parliament, even parliament. Some offices then say all the women them for go do a match, then for go na State House.
Forcefully.
Yes. And if you not go, no problem.
Then go
only for them go say Maada yo. So you see the difference between we and that of this unit where Alpha the work.
So if they find out say me brother they enjoy polo, not take any polo way concern Biden. They don't say the one we don't use. He put picture.
Even the one where he be not use if na polo, once he they talk about campaign
day, nowhere.
No use them.
So if they find out
say no use the picture, sir. No use the picture.
You see? But yeah, we see the security them, then they wear party color, then they snap. We see neck officials them, then they wear party color, they get party card them. We get police, we get party card. You understand? So all of them things they don't make. For make we will see this country one time now by God in power. To be honest with you, now by God in power. I make a pinch to the so-called IG because we don't ever get love forget IG we get fine face small. I don't know if that they affect we. As they can come, then they behave like how they were one, so they can do bad things them then go. You hear you side the IG say nobody no get right for announced results. We support on that side because we don't talk on our side.
But
and how nobody no get right for announcing a result. Now so if I don't be nobody no get right for jubilate where you no get final result it. Now not forget about all the dance there yesterday. What about today? Where they just give partial and a result of the election. We see now as we talk, we say SLPP supporters and talks them, they attack people in a one-to-one.
Wait, you listen what the IG say on that?
No, you no get for
he say you listen what he say on this.
I think I missed some small. Remind me.
After he don't say nobody no get right for declare himself winner. The same way so say the dance all man for stop and force.
Yeah.
Nobody no for dance.
Yeah.
Therefore wait after when they don't announce the result then they for dance. Okay.
Yeah.
So it make reference to the APC say. Then take motorcade, then they go to the street, then they go and pass, they go and enjoy, they go and say they don't win. So I call the leadership. But if person, let's say you call them, let's say yes, you call them. But person then at that crowd day. Tell me about who switch you get for your phone. Or switch you get for who begin
no, that phone about tiger.
So he say he don't call the leadership, nobody no answer him. As if now he ignore them, they ignore him. He no still use in manhood or in brain for say that people are the middle crowd, those are annoyance they know we are. So at some point they not keep hold their phone them. He say, I send me man, let them go let them go scatter them.
Scatter them.
Yes. But he not do that. For SLPP, and interestingly, APC not ever talk say they don't win. SLPP waiting and say Alpha.
They say the press release say they're not gonna go run off. As far as the entirely concerned, the agent and tell them say they don't collect the results, they don't win the election, and they know they go run off. Simple. They put out the press release. Less than 12 hours after polls don't close. That they say.
Okay. Fine, simple. It's simple. So continue by the way.
So just like what they say. So if the IG come and give you their statements there, look, what's it happen? The IG they come and tell you things them way. I don't know if then people have to say we still stupid or something and day where people can just make fun say, hey, we don't go school. You know, then they do things them way. I believe say inside them where they you sit down, they really don't say no, wait till so you know right. But they do and for certify the president. Just like what I tell you, just not say we get a country where busy where the president say, let we go so now so we they go. Look how it don't count out quick sin against innocent soul. We go yesterday at the APC party office.
Yeah, so I'll continue from there. And even today, the first lady Fatima Bio, the country turns like I turns so they just don't announce 60%. You know, people in tents and other people in they don't hide, some people don't run away at the place. The first lady go on Facebook Live, he show who say in and people in and they dance. And then they sing Maada Bio. Even though a man be not say, all man sit down for Safu. And even the result not do it, and just score 60%, the opposition and turns, the country turns, and then say, we not agree. All of a sudden, the first lady, you know, Mrs. Fatima Bio, he go on Facebook Live and begin dancing and support her. And he dance there now, he go on Facebook Live. All right. So even the president talked today, say, let everybody sit down, let them wait. Say the result, they don't call to or whatever, you know, call for calm and peace and whatever, when I man. But within the twinkle of an eye, the first lady don't go live on the Facebook page as usual. You don't begin dance, you know, and again, supported at the end and they sing. So all these are the things we talk about. You know, as you level as first lady, I think it gets a particular way for think or behave. But now that happened today. So we don't see a lot of dance there. We don't see a lot of things to happen, and we don't check. And the bottom line is the election, if the opposition say they no respect, then once let them count everything they check by law, they're supposed to grant them that right. But then make sure they certify all things where they feel say you the international community when they're in the support we. Let's say we don't satisfy, then suppose. So now that they bring you back to that 11,000 bucks, what they go learn at Guinea. For saying that 11,000 bucks, what they go learn at Guinea. Now they keep on some side. I mean, the voting will not take place there. So the old box there, where people, where the ECS again, and then give the salon people for vote. Then that 11,000, we then go put in Guinea. Then care and go other side and do other voting. So when they're done, and just go take that 11,000, we then put in Guinea. Because don't mind you, they say we get 11,000 police stations, right? So if we get 11,000 police stations, you know, salon get box there where they know they use for the election. Then when I say when I go learn 11,000 boxes from Guinea and count them. So now the thing will begin to sink a little bit or connecting the dots a little bit small. So which means 11,000 where they put like Guinea, then maybe they do other voting on that side. Then they give the people in the other box there, then do their own vote. So where they done, where they go put like Guinea, because from that where they bring another, maybe they want to begin vote small. So now they consult the way they tell the people. You know, that's so again. But guys, something very important. The press release where ECSL put. Me when it comes on competency and professionalism, I'm not a joke with that. But for goodness sake, this is an election. When I go put a press release, a whack press release, grammatically wrong, you know, wrong spellings, even their own address, OAU village. Sorry, OAU drive. They say AO drive. Now, so the thing, then tagger, they say AO drive, the press release. How can you issue a press release like that? The Elections Commission of Sierra Leone, for goodness sake. Now they go issue a press release, we get a lot of ground. I've been check them out. I see the press release, the address is wrong. Instead of OAU village, they say AO village. Okay, this is an important document where they go down at the history, they go all over the world. When I go mistaken on our address, now commodity. The date supposed to be June 24. They forget for put 24, they put 23. Now pen 9 they use for change the 3 to 4. You know, change the thing from the 23rd, they put out with pen to the 4. When I check it, when I go see what it is. Thank you. I try for see. Okay. And even the poor quality of the printing. This is an important document. When I go give you black and white, shaky kind of printing. This is an important document that has to be in colored, high quality printing and resolution, because they go all over the world. Look what they print. Even the printer that I again I also where even at the Okra knows I get look two printer. Look one to map
even
one
the printing they're not set and fine.
You see, yeah. Look, even the font here, the font sizes and everything. This is an important document where they go down in history. This is incompetence, for goodness sake. You cannot put a document like this, you call an issue and they even Twitter and the page and send them all over. When I look at this thing, I was like, really? The Elections Commission will date to this level, will pull a kind of, what? They forget their own address, then forget even the date of the election, and go give you like a whack, you know, and poor quality printing press release like this. Then you talk about competence. So these are the kind of the way people, and they say, then just they look at things from one perspective. For me, when it comes to competence and professionalism, I don't joke with it.
Because, for example, when you write a letter like this and you send out for any kind of big project, and they begin watching, and then they disqualify you for saying, no, say you don't mean business and you don't say yours.
Yes. Of course. So I go look this 60%. It distributes outside to all partners there. You send them out to the media, send them out to the observers. Look the press release where European Union they pull. Look the press release where other people are not pull. We're not just observers. That they tell you about competence and quality. And look the one who we own elections commission for. Even they won't address and get them wrong. The election dates and get them wrong. You know. Then my own good friend Mr. Masakoi, who I have high respect for. He forgets even the IG in name.
Because all of them they under pressure. I not they blame man. They under pressure because the only time when you forget anything in the now like they all be very much nervous. Even the EC chairman, he nervous. Okay, so let me look at this thing. Since you did talk about that, this is another black and white document from ECSL where they signed today, the 26th or yesterday. So let's watch something. People then get interest on certain things then. If you go down low count, low begin counts from Kailon, Kenema, Kono, Bombali, Falaba, Kwenadu, Sonkolili, Kambia, Kaine, Potloko, Bonds. Look at Bonds here. And look at bonds, and then we come under to Julius Maada bill. Let me begin count. I want to make you know exactly. Yeah, district they get number of polling stations, then tallied, they get the different candidates, and then you come over to where's Maada bill? Bio Maada. Now in the number 2 from this part, yeah, Bio Maada. So let me go down to bonds and see what in Bio Maada gets there. Now bonds we see they get 72,693. And then we jump Moyamba, we go Pujon. Pujon and get 72,693. Now the same amount of votes that come out and the same 60% that they come up the same thing.
Which means
see the criminal and the whole thing.
Which means exactly.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So which means the percent waiting President Biogen bond now the same amount. Now he gets Pujon.
Yes.
Is this possible?
Well, the other question where you ask, if it's possible for all of the 60% come together, then you get for no say yes, that's possible for ECSL under Mohamed Konneh. Let's look for example, border, in as much as we don't work at the same office, not to the same pace we get for work. Yeah. Let's take example. Let's take one simple example, and I want to build this as a scenario for everybody understand. The day for the election. Let me take a case study of St. Anne's. St. Anne's Day now Rodin Street. No, Garizin Street, Rodin Street. Oh no, Charlotte Street. I hope I get it right. Garizin Street, Charlotte Street. And see, now that's St. Anne's Day. And see, now they want to pick it with a blue uniform.
Yes.
Then get the young ballot box 5 o'clock. The time when ballot, when poll for close, when election for close. Now that's the they get in ballot box. Who side St. Anne's Day? Now inside Freetown or Nakubola? Now inside Freetown, right? So all of the polling stations them not open the same time and they not lock the same time. So why all of the polling stations them send 60% the same time? Why?
So
look this thing. Why the project quickly for you? Let just see something. This is the number of people that will register by district,
Yes.
And I want for let we understand certain things. I get for Carlo analyze that result or jump and just know for let people understand. Yeah. So let we use this term for let we make you see them. Kailon, they say they get 193,578. Let we go and see. Almost people they don't vote. I hope I get a right. Yes. Almost people they don't vote. The 60% for Kailon. When I end number 1 right up. For Marabio, okay, the total number of people that we don't vote na Kailon. Now, 153,668. Okay, take note, almost the same. 553,000, and then this other one they tell we what? How many? They tell what? 173.
Yeah.
9 register. But let's tell us something. And I'll take example, case study for Freetown, the western area, urban and rural, as a case study. We find out a lot of people they don't vote. They register, they verify, but they don't vote.
Perfect.
And that lot of number they will vote, is they part of this 3,374,258.
Right.
Yeah. So you have to ask you a question now. How many people know able for vote? We don't know. Yeah. Because what did happen? ECSL not give you a proper breakdown of how people vote. So what did they do here? And at this, I want to let everybody pay attention to. They say the total number of valid votes cast.
Yes.
So, for example, this 7, almost at the number again, this number when at 3,374,258. Now the number of people register, where they say they register being, but not to the all vote. So now, if you calculate the number of people who vote, you know the calculator against this 3,374. Waiting Mohamed Konneh for tell we, now for tell we say for example, like how they do now, if you see the total number of people them, per this 60%, the total number of people we cast the vote, we cast valid vote. Now, difference between valid vote and invalid vote. Now, if this valid vote of 1,911,403, then a valid vote of the 60%, then still the count I'm saying now 100% of the first phase of the vote. And why we understand this because that this now be the problem even with the last election. So now if you watch now 100% of the votes where they don't count first and a valid vote they count them as. Now, what did we at the time for say? The invalid vote not count in this case. Not for say now just 1,911,000 now any part of the 60% to get more. But they not count them because no way no the way you will say that now 3,000,000 votes now they register, but even when they register, they not vote, but you go cancel still. No. Now the number, the one that we cast the votes, and the one that we give real vote, we not give void, now then they count by any result. By any. So if you watch, then they first of all calculate the valid vote in 100%. Because now then they use for divide, the for example,
very important.
By the time they go to the 100%, you find out say the number don't big past this. Let's take for example, in this total number of people that will vote, when are 1,911,403. Let's put up by percentage according to ECSL. They say Maada will get 55.86%. Samoa Kamara gets 41.53%. So if you watch all of this, it'll give you 100%. But at 60% of the total vote they don't come to.
Yes.
So it's technical for let people understand. Now only who that understand the process, I need to understand. Alpha, you know that line what they?
I get your point because for me, the first question where I've been asked myself first, is it 60% of waiting when I don't receive or 60% of all thing?
That's the big question.
Yeah, because I'll say, okay, we don't process 60%. 60% of waiting we don't receive, or we don't receive 60% first. Okay, or don't process 60% of everything. But for make it can give you a blank statement. So a lot of questions are there for us because people have to be critically minded. I make we go school. Okay, and the other thing Sembepe and Babure, I also want to mention. Normally, we see all the 4 commissioners. We see the commissioner at the south, it is Sudan there. The commissioner at the east, it is Sudan. The commissioner at the west, the Sudan. The commissioner at the north, they all the Sudan. So when the announcement they begin, the ECSL chair and they just they give a speech or whatever, and they call you, say you at the north or you at the west, can announce what you don't put. So that commissioner, now they come, he announcing that this common and region, he announce it's Sudan. The other one understand he announce what you don't get, it's Sudan. The other one say announce you. So in all the can say by the power when we get as the ECSL chair or whatever, all that one and they are the certified non-valid vote. In this case, it's different. So we don't see all of the commissioners, nobody not talk. Now no more Konneh, the chair, now he can talk with together for talk and say now this happened. That's it. So that's again not to Sierra Leonean people are not used to in elections. Okay?
So for that we all remember that the proper one. We went for good one at the ECSL in 2018. When you get Miata French, when I represent the Western. You get the other commissioners then, where they represent the other regions then. Then they sit down at the table with the ECSL boss.
Yes.
All man, like you rightly say, they read in. Now, my region, 60% of the total vote we don't get. Now they carry it so. Out of this 60%, Bio gets this. Samoa gets this. And then they all read them. Right, you correct. And before ever Konneh can, the only time, even the last part of everything, when in your responsibility that day for certify the last result, the last one. But in the case of this, it's like a monopoly. In other words, now one man business.
Yes.
It's like me alone and nobody else.
And so when you even watch also the press release from the main opposition, APC chair, Secretary General, he say even on a district block, And this one I say district block PR, proportional representation. Okay, but nothing, for seller broken down to districts and waiting. You just can't give me block. So a lot of things they were not right in this election. Can't tell we no was in a this sign no come. Able broken down for we or announce them even for the people are able question. And now I go back to the EU report where they say the communications gap. ECSL will make this thing like a secret society, And some of we will continue to ask questions. I don't care what you think about me. For me, pastors don't know say this and this you talk together for talk, but you're not going to say Alpha they party card or Alpha they work for government or whatever. But you can talk with you and talk, and I own view. But me as a critical minded,
Alpha, just like waiting you talk, according to how the team is supposed to be, USA ABC, the different commissioners, them all for dinner, a round table with Mohamed Konneh. As by law, na so it is supposed to be. But we be done the read on news them now, where they make a just remind you this because been there with we. But we don't play videos then now with different commissioners them come, they snap with the slogan we Maada been can give we. They give me 5 fingers them like this, that's 5 more years. We get commissioners them, they all tin up so they give you the same sign, they snap. Can take a picture there on top of the head na the wall. You understand? And also we don't play an audio who say a commissioner don't can tell we say. They no say international community wants change, but then they show the whole world for say them na then na the referee. What did that one they mean? Where they don't blow the whistle, then they try for give the balance to Maada hand over the balance to the security them who say they get for put more people them next wall. So if you talk of the commissioners them this trip we get, we don't get commissioners them we can work in the interest of the country or way according to what they say ECSL, we na ECSL commissioners them. But you get commissioners them we na caretaker commissioners them and Mohamed Konneh. You understand? So maybe measure something I just tell you say election not take place. And when you watch, if you get sense, they don't say election not take place. Begin count some stations them when box candy, and you see people the way demonstrate yesterday say they're not able for votes. You understand? So definitely you dey conclude on the word which I use now say election no day. So what do we get in this case? We get a system where Konneh and Maada we don't set up. Now it make you see all of this rush. Again, you remind me of something where we discussed now. See, before Konneh they come for can announce results, if I don't inform the political party them and other stakeholders them, everybody for day, don't announce whatever result where you want for announce. But no, now here we all succor. I wonder what you self be they do where you get information say then they can't call result to becoming a leader at the door. I want just take a rest. Then we see Konneh on air, pum. So the commissioners there, as I say, they not can work in the interest of the country, but they don't get a system where them be don't set up, where we make Fatima Bio they already done say this not get run off. Maada Bio come and tell we say now uppercut because them we don't get a own system. Waiting this the system small. Now the concern where APC can raise, say they do man counting at the stations. Now that they count a small delay if not to be done. If you not be take them as the election, the voting process be done also, then they call the president. So because of that one, they make the delay small. So you no get no way for senior commissioners there sit down with Mohamed Konneh for read what them pull now the various places them where they go work because the system be done already. So what you expect them for can talk again? Alpha, God really they disgrace them people like it still a disgrace them. Make plenty things what they're supposed to do, even for can't the people themselves, then they forget. That for sure you say they not do the right thing for the country. So now we end that is we dey wait for make Mohamed Konneh can give we the final result. Where it be say that final result now in get the faith and the safety of life and properties of the state. To be honest with you, because people them red, people are angry right now. People are really don't think. Because the election not hide, people they know how they vote. So for make Mohamed Konneh come Jishno, can't tell we waiting people they know 1 year, waiting get for happen, we don't know, only God know. Because now when they just give small number, we see how the supporters are already there and misbehave rapidly in the country. So my brother, I'm afraid.
So I think that Fambola just remember you say in a watch we live on TV Salon and we had, and we continue for give we coverage on the elections na Salon as this year as they don't announce the 60%. So a lot of things don't come up and I do the highlights. Continue for subscribe, be part of the family, continue for day with we. And don't forget to say always to the do now and for highlight the issues and also open your mind as a critically minded Sierra Leonean. So we're able to see the issues that we will they talk about. And you said we're able, add your own thoughts and how you see them. And it's not personal. It's just like trying to do the right thing for Sierra Leone. Because at the end of the day, the elections right now, as the way it stands, the credibility of the elections, they don't get all a serious question. I think it's a concern where they need for settle. But otherwise, at the stand, they're not doing it. And also, we want for call on them for let them listen to the views of the people. And if they follow the online media there right now, and other serious media they raise a whole lot of things. And even on I just go Twitter, they see a lot of people and they raise concern. The EU also don't tweet that 10-page or 11-page.
So since you talk again about the EU, maybe one for play the EU their own taste quickly, small bit. And then we within the NSF is when the one it like now this concern this way like everybody there is distorts. Nobody knows towards the system. And
before that, Sengepela just flash the Africa Union Political Affairs Office. They say none of our people should lose their lives because of incitement and provocations. Mobilization of politics along ethnic lines is a dangerous cause where the young perish and others hinders their future. The head of the post-election press briefing as alone. So this is not the AU talk about saying nobody not supposed for losing life because of elections. And NSF just express concern and they just tweet them.
And interestingly, not all the people not all people to people. These are people and the security. All right. So let me just get a taste of this one quickly. If you know we don't listen to them yet, and then when they come back, Jason can continue with the discussion.
Political parties and other actors for the continuous cooperation during the course of the observation. The mission started its work on 11th of May and observed all stages of the electoral process up to date. Our observers are still at regional telecenters following the result processes right now. For the 24th June elections, the mission deployed more than 100 international observers in all 16 districts of Sierra Leone. The mission was comprised of observers from 26 member states and from Canada and Norway. In this regard, I would like to thank the delegation of the European Union here in Sierra Leone, embassies of the European Union member states, as well as Canada and Norway, who on election day enforced our mission with the locally recruited short-term observers. I would also like to thank my colleague, Yorgos Kyrtsos, who also is a colleague in the European Parliament, who led the delegation of members of the European Parliament who also joined the mission. Ladies and gentlemen, through the mission we saw that Sierra Leoneans' commitment to democracy. Yesterday we also saw a commendable patience and dedication. Many waited for hours to exercise their franchise and to cast their vote in these very important elections on Saturday. However, opening of polling stations were delayed in many parts of the country, primarily due to late reception of sensitive material, We had around 50 teams out and observing, and only 2 of them saw the polling stations opening on time. Positively, once polling station opened, ballots were cast in a peaceful atmosphere. Throughout the day, we saw long queues in 40% of polling stations observed. We also saw dedication from the side of poll workers who did their best to ensure that each and every one could cast their ballot. Many of the polling workers were young citizens. We also commend citizen observers. They deployed observers to all polling centers, which positively contributed to the transparency. And now about counting. In polling stations where poll workers knew all procedures they have to follow, counting was quick and efficient. However, we cannot overlook reports about intimidation and violence that marred the otherwise peaceful atmosphere in at least 6 districts. It has been confirmed that live ammunition was fired in Portoloco, Freetown, and Coinadugo. Even one such case would be one too much. It created insecurity and fear for voters and poll workers alike. And it is important to note, our observers directly saw violence and unrest inside 7 polling stations during voting and in 2 during the closing and counting. Unrest and turbulence were directly witnessed by the EU-EUM observers in tally centers in Portoloco, Freetown, and Makeni. Election observation is not a one-day event. To make an informed assessment of 2023 general elections, the EU-EUM started its work already in mid-May. Upon arrival, we saw that the ECSL appears to be operationally prepared to hold elections on time. Our observers saw training of temporary election staff, and it was overall positively assessed. However, procedures for tallying and results management came late. It clouded prospects of a transparent tabulation and results process. Thus, far in the tabulation process, it appears that those procedures are not always properly applied and not always the expected transparency in results management is achieved. And this brings me to one of the key issues observed during the weeks that the mission has been on the ground. The issue of transparency and timely and clear communication. Prior to the polls, the ECSL took positive measures to mitigate various shortcomings and missteps that occurred at various stages of elections. You can be closer to the microphone, please. Sorry, maybe you hear me a bit better now. Prior to the polls, the ECSL took positive measures to mitigate various shortcomings and missteps that occurred at various stages of elections. However, those efforts were eclipsed by insufficient transparency. As you all know, the political environment is highly polarized, and in such circumstances, lack of transparency is reducing the public confidence in the electoral process. All things considered, we can say that the ECSL lacked clear, timely, and comprehensive communication with the broader public. It created uncertainties and reduced stakeholders' trust in the institution. The candidates' registration process was inclusive. We saw 13 candidates contesting the presidential race. 14 parties filed candidate list for parliamentary elections. In a positive development and following legal reforms, 32% of parliamentary candidates were women. However, we received reports that political parties were not accommodating this welcomed novelty and tried to circumventing the gender quota requirement. Regrettably, only 4 out of 63 parliamentary lists were led by a woman. It was also quite rare to see a woman as number 2 on the lists. And this indicated nothing more and nothing less, unfortunately, than a clear lack of political will. It is right of each and every voter. It is a right of each and every voter to know their candidates, and this was not respected. Final list of candidates were published only a few days before elections. At least the presidential lists were made public well in advance. And now let us speak about how those candidates campaigned. Our observers observed more than 40 rallies in all 16 districts. The campaigns were engaging. At the start of the campaign, freedom of movement, assembly, and expression were largely respected.
That now the European Union, the press conference today, where they highlight some of the issues that they observe in the election process. So already it's now clear that not only Sierra Leoneans, not only the opposition party get concerns with the election, but also the international observers themselves get a lot of concerns. And like I said, the EU actually don't issue 11-page reports. And also, I think, say you remember where the commissioner at the South, Edmond Alpha, they say the international community is just concerned about regime change, or blah, 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 and then and next, and getting rights for which they want to do, and all that. So Commissioner Alpha, of course, saying the EU from that time, they make that statement. And waiting the EU ambassadors in talk, you just say where they go to the Northwest, the amount of people where they say they come off for register, they don't see the number then they now the Southeast. So now from that end, the way Edmond Alpha they say, and this same Edmond Alpha, family for let's give you more information. It goes South Africa. Last year, they said they sent number 1 conference in South Africa. This Mr. Edmond Alpha now in the ECSL been sent to South Africa for 1 conference when they say go there. And this same Mr. Edmond Alpha now after he come out, say now in neck begin tell the people and say now South Africa then they print the electoral materials, the ballot papers and stuff. Okay, so I just want to get a little bit of the background because Mr. Edmond Alpha now he go South Africa, they say go for 1 conference, but when he go South Africa, he come out after some point where he say now South Africa then go for print the ballot papers. So now
the middleman.
Yeah, so it's like a very strong man, in the ECSL. And like where they say, you understand all the corner there, and then kind of thing. So that also what they today. But now the bottom line, if I know say according to the EU, you're even in the talk, I say problem not even not get solution and the process not done it. Then hope say the ECSL will correct some of them problem they are and make sure say the integrity or restore integrity and transparency in the process, and also make sure say the people the suffer and suffer for go vote, that votes they're able to reflect in the results when they come out. So all is not lost. Me just say Sierra Leoneans and they will continue for patient, stay peaceful, and the opposition they don't issue a press release officially say they don't agree with the results. Okay, that it is official from their own side now. They don't issue a press release, say they don't accept, and they need for check and verify all the information, and they say even let the NEC or the ECSS stop for collate or the other announcements we left until they don't re-verify or everything before then according to them. So they don't issue press release, it's not official. It left on out there and the ECSL, if that day, then we will meet at a compromise. And also on the side of the ruling party, because now they talk about 3 parties in this. You get the ruling party, President Bio in party, when they're in power, when they first issue press release, they don't win, they don't get over 55%, and already after they don't talk in fact, they talk like 1 day ahead. Now we don't see ECSL don't can say they reach 50%, and that 50% they Maada be almost over 55%. Okay, so how the situation now is complex. And also as we talk, now we just want to let people be cool-headed, respect the law. Already we don't see pictures. We get videos where I don't know if we go share some of our see people in the run, nakabala. We see you say smoke with the commode, people in the hit one another. We just want to call for peace and calm and say let people not take the law at the hand.
Something
follow
again
the normal
quickly
process.
before we go forward and take some calls then. Taking into consideration the numbers that we don't come inside, let's just say all of the numbers are the same, not the number we come inside. Of course, forget about waiting because number they change. Remember, say some side in the way someone forget bigger votes from what we done the area. So why on earth we for even think say we're not doing this? But I'll tell you something. ECSL and the government no want to move because if we move the problem day. So let me explain this thing to people then. In as much as we call for calm and peace, but one for them no say some you key things that happen na the polling stations and centers them, especially na the southeast. For example, Kenima Pujon bombs. Yeah, we I get confirmation of what they talk about. Then get second RRF form. Then that form side and they enter the results then. Then get second. Any side where they find out say APC get some amount of vote, then they change that form then. And they're not a sign no because not to compulsory say political party for sign the form before ever they can go. Whether it's signed as the agent, now that I mean, or you not sign, then they still go on and count them. So then they change them and fill them with the own. Now, let me give you something. If you listen to IRM, for example, this is not just something we are used for confirm waiting at the time for talk show. If you listen to IRM, the results and where they come on are Bond, na Pujon, na Kenima, some side, okay, Kenima ain't better small, like Bonds and Pujon. You find out, say, APC they get nothing. Don't do then they get zero, and then they get. So you begin to ask yourself question, okay, for say nobody at all, I'm not saying they intimidate and beat, but for say nobody at all no vote one safe, then they get zero. And if you watch, that is why you see the figure will come up from Bonds and the one will come up from Pujon are the same. Because they already don't, like we say in the beginning, the election will take place. Then just do this as a way of formality. But not to remember, okay, let's tell you something again. Let's get to ourselves again. Deliberately only play this video every time, even before the election. APA, all political party associations say, not to the vote of the people is very much important. Now, waiting them they can endorse, not important, not the election. So, as it is now, even when the vote of the people they determine other thing, and then waiting the government and ECSL they try for put out a different, then still they come and endorse them. We don't hear so course. If you hear some of them things that you're not get for surprise, yeah. But we just want to tell you say that. And let's tell you something, especially in Kenima, some of the APC party agents them, this is a reliable thing that they give you some of the opposition party agents them, then plant them into the opposition. Because inside the day, not all man want for be party agent for the opposition. Then plant the inside and then put them. So what think can happen? Then give them money. And they just go now. So some of them center and station in there, then do it in collaboration with the opposition agent where they get, where they feel say they trust and then they're not trustworthy at all. You understand, Alpha?
This now say when they give something, you're gonna know more next thing. You go team up on behalf of the people.
Yes.
Yes. They let them free them do what they want.
Yes. Yeah. So this one now from a reliable information. You wonder now how comes I get that information there? People that when are them they in charge of the results right now the center of them, and then they give me this one what they tell you so. Before this time, we don't tell you now about this thing. We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Then they give you reliable information from right inside ECSL. Meanwhile, I know the bank on audios them when they come out. Say I hear this audio, I begin to come, or I hear this thing no. Only who that are physically play with the data. Now they talk to right inside the ECSL. But again, let's look at this thing. Richard Konneh be don't sit down at this program one day. Tell we say ECSL gets 2 servers. They get a one when I need to take the results and go inside. And then it process some I want for process them, and then they send them to the other one. The other one where they send now to now in the project na been to money. We say all man they see. And that result will come now, the processed result become like in the form of a raw data. So how we do confirm this one now today when Richard Konneh talk? If you listen to an audio from Kemosise, where it go na Potloko, the ECSL workman tell them play one say they not send yet the young results them to the head office. Yes. So how comes when 60% from Potloko when at the regional office reach ECSL where they not release them the results them. So the results where we get now not to from the voting will take place. Are just one for Leona know that one day and Leona aware of that one day. If not lie chi, you ask yourself a question again. Konneh don't talk two things publicly and he not talk with no regret. Number one, the first time he say, I know they allow anybody for monitor or audit the system.
Nobody not for checker.
Because they no say if they be allowed for let them monitor or audit the system, then they find out what the two server. They no say if they allow EU or any other observer for they usai this is not the thing why Walona know. Now usai me and Bible yes don't so. Then the people and the observer and they be so. Then we get glass.
Yeah.
With the count now, we just put now the screen number for them. Waiting we put and waiting and see now the screen output. Waiting actually come up from the RRF form. The observer they not able to get access to and they not see them at all. Una do understand? They not see them at all. So all of waiting and they do not cooked. And then when EU they ask, according to the AIV journalists, like quote them. They say EU ask for let them dey inside the room. Outside then they do the tabulation. Outside then they tally.
They say no.
They say no. Because if they allow EU for come, therefore make provision for the other one them. So now that excuse they then give. And then once they workman them for do the work and they don't want any pressure. So you see, they want to workman them. So all of the cooked thing, they are not say if they allow anybody inside that, then they prosecute them. But let's tell you something. Everyone don't understand. Almost percent when say left for ECSL.
They say 40%.
40%. Let's tell you this number. The number where they give Maada bill, I know they talk out any regret. And the number where the opposition forget. Now, do you understand what they talk?
Very, very clear.
Where the number, and let's tell you something, where we don't understand. You ask me this similar question. NDA, UADM, PDP, they all get watch the number where they get. If I don't watch something, I big.
I get 4 million.
Not a million, no, thousand.
1,000, sorry.
Yes.
But you go be there.
Good.
So I say, RFP, for example, they pull
1,000. Where all of the one they were in the IFP, then they go now na Soja team. So you be okay, yes. So let me take for example, yeah. Let's see who that on top of this list. Let's just see who that is. Williams BS for Victor. That na Rennie. That we find gentleman we can kaya. He get 1,807. Okay, so you get, let me take the other party then when a PDP another one them. Where PDP where you? Where you? Hey God, how this guy named Nakoka name Prince Coca, yeah? Prince Coca na the guy we actually don't endorse Maada bill before ever he contest the election. I asked him also one day why he endorse where they contest. He said that na social media gimmick. Coca Prince so, you. Go ahead.
Coca. So Coca gets Kailan we get 300 and
okay, don't see him. Good.
Yes. Kailan we get it 352. Kenema you get 229. Konneh you get 269. Bombali get 104. Falaba you get 197. Kwenadugu you get 129. Tonkolili you get 210. Kambia you get 446. You know, Potloko you get 336. Bo you get 479.
So waiting basically I want to know.
The total.
Yes, now the total. I don't
know.
Okay, I don't
4,000.
I don't see
4,136.
4,136. This now, now we talk about so. You get 4,000.
PDP of all people.
Of all. Yeah, 4,000. Okay.
But IRN they tell about plenty. Zero. Zero. All other political parties. Zero. All other political parties, zero.
So let's tell you what happen. You know the number there. I tell you say this the result will come out not to even give. They don't share. You know they get out they can call them. All man they take your own share. They don't share them. All man don't get what they forget. Yeah. So for later not like for students every day na the race they not get nothing. They give them 1,000, 4,000 and other things them. But this result where we see so not to the result, it not reflect the result where the people of Salone vote. And interestingly, that is why the people do not care if they stand and go next wall. But then totally mad. Okay, let's tell you one thing we don't understand. Let's assume, please do not vex, because sometimes in the way they talk the good, they talk the bad, if they talk the ugly. Let me say Maada will succeed for become the caretaker for another 5 years, because that's not the exact thing where Mohamed Konneh they push for. If you watch the thumbnail, that's exactly Mohamed Konneh they push for. Let's say it happens for be the caretaker again for another 5 years. Where it possible. It don't mean say the country the more divide than how it be ever did.
Triple.
Well, I know if I see them say triple. When they talk about angry in the last 5 years, for example, from 2018, then tell you say it on 4 times past I been there. So you know they say triple again, say 4 times, yeah? Because it they add one more. It means that the people are the more divide than ever. It means say Maada will not ever get peace. It means say Alpha be analyze that thing. They see Usai, for example, or so this guy with technician. Usai, you will see person in the desperate number. They go for go stone the convoy. We see them fire. We will see person in the desperate and they go for go stone the convoy. Pass them fire and boom. We get for the gather and they all they happen. Because you know a lot of people in the right now, for example, from the Makeni, from the Pujan, from the Makeni, the Lumsal, the Pademba Road, where they look say if government change, they will get justice. Now the only open the way they get will make some people they know they come out of hands.
Yeah.
So now if they don't deny them back justice for the second time, it means say we get for the see Boko Haram. Where they not even sabi how for do Boko Haram, but they practice. You understand what I mean?
Which is very, very serious
It's
and
sad.
sad.
And another thing the way you don't want a country for going to. But I see the security force them, for example, the Angry Lion, they say they sabi for site aid. And we see, yes, they sabi site aid because we still say they site them aid. Now APC office. But what they not sabi do, now for go defend the country as a sovereign state, they not sabi. I don't tell them this the last time. If you say you sabi site aid, why you not go do a friendly match na yenga?
Grace?
They not go do am. They not sabi that one day.
And Grace face in Guinea bombarded.
So, but the young citizens them every day, then they deal with them like this kind of way. But anyway, I'll just take this for now.
All right, family members, then we come on the phone line for make una self get small time for call.
Alpha wants to say something before
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to tell family, say, they watch we live on both channels, TV Salone and Weird. Probably not go take again. We go left as the calls and they go. I go for come back later, but I say when I continue for subscribe and all this also they do so is nothing personal. It's professional. Or they do things because we want to make una get this information. What they give now. Some of our colleagues the way they back home, we're not going to get time from them. Most of them. Because even the EU talk about media poverty in a salon. And it's a fact. Media poverty. Some of we fortunate and say we work at different media will be with good cash. Even before even we move outside of the country. You know, we do well. Maybe God be helpful. But in a way, but to compete the way they're on the ground, media poverty is too much. So some of this information, not to all man will get mine for saying like how they say and so. So when I just know that it's nothing personal and it's professional, we follow the ethics. I know some people can be too emotional, but I just want to allow when I continue for trust on these channels, say we they serve you and we give you public information. Always they tell you some of who the fact check before they give you one. So continue for the with fee. And now family, I want to get for the contribute what people in the call una, or sorry, what they make una call. Una continue for keep it cool. There are no say people that them warm the test, but just keep it cool and say una points and say how una feel say it will make sense. Una no plaba, no ala. But please, also the ECSL and the government will not do the right thing. Because now as where the opposition says we will not agree. You see that these are the things. They say it takes two to tango. If you're not a leader, why be they working at East Africa? They say you wait tot egg na you eat. You know for fem plaba. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You wait years. Now, a popular saying in the Kiswahili, say if you told Egna you enough for make plumber. You were all power. You were now you there in the leading seat. Where be safe ala come. Now you not go able to do better thing. You know for find for make plumber. Always find way for make peace. Because if you're not leader, plumber always the day. You know go get restarts, you know go get collapse. Always you face tense, you know go work out, you feel safe. So I feel say the government and the ECSL, the international community don't say, they don't issue press release. The opposition say will not agree. This result no. Now not time for a member no more say a lot of friend will all settle this. Because even if now
I
say they don't
don't
agree.
know if where you in US so you don't get disconnected to here. As we dey talk so that if anybody will talk now dance then the dance party.
Well, that's not the thing about what they happen at the end.
So I want late. Now the only negotiation that they would get, now the only engagement that they would get for engagement through TikTok, through Facebook and other one them for dance bets per week. Okay, well, let's tell you something. Salon people them. I be one for vex pound, but not the vex pound at this trip. You know why I need vex pound? Salon people vote and then vote for real.
Really vote. Yeah,
But
really
guess
vote.
what? Maada and Konneh, that is why they say they give you a packet. Then they give this, then they give that. Maada and Konneh, they really, like what they say, they set we like banana. For low rep. So now that they don't thief this thing in this way, not to salon people get there. Now that they don't take it this way, guess what thing they get for do now? Then they can't treat we pass how they been treat in the first time. Last time on this, now out of experience, where I see from Tijan Kaba and Spikoma, and that of Maada. If first time any leader not able for deliver something in the first time, and not able for making in people that look feel okay small. Second time where they go, when I bashi,
Nah, goodbye.
I go, it deal with una leg.
Nah, goodbye.
It not get nothing get one way want from una. It deal with una. So we go for expect this say it come up. But I not go blame una for anything where they happen this time around. I know they blame una. Trust me from my heart. Because I know say una vote. And now una vex past any other thing. Just that Maada, even with the result we don't see so, it's not possible it win first rounds. It's not possible it win first rounds. Therefore go run off. And they no one for let go run off because they know say if they go run off, a lot of things that they made na mistake right now, they go correct them. And that's na fairness for them. So now then they try for set we cook everything possible for let them seize the first rounds. So salon people, we love una. And we will always deal with una. I talk to somebody today and I tell the person, say, this time around, I'm more determined than any other time. I know they back off, I know they retreat, I know they stop for nobody. Now, I know say, salon people need we more than any other time because this time, as you can see from today, just today no more way than announce 60%. How many people they don't go next wall? How many people? It means say una need we more than any other time because now we are the only set of people we go stand for talk for una. We were not there in the country. But una we do the minute una try that one day and next world. So we, the pledge we love and loyalty to the country and to una, the people of the country, will stand by una at any point in time. Alpha, you just waiting and then if you ask for take your leave, we take calls.
Yeah, so thank you, family. I can't let you now. And I know say by Bure, get for take some calls from members of the public. But family, I just want to keep it civil, keep it civilized. If they make your point, make them and make sure say be always the advocate for non-violence. I always feel say like you say now we mosquito team up for you on one side, and I want to call that side. Now you go no say for use violence for solve problem, not to the best solution of things. So when I keep it peaceful, keep it non-violent, you know, we can disagree for agree or agree for disagree. That's how it's Mane can say. All right, so we'll just keep it peaceful, and the calls are not say by Bure they can't take all the calls from Una. And I think say I go phase out. If you don't see me again, say tomorrow again we'll go for cover continue the updates and we'll go for follow up till the balance 40%. But stay peaceful. This now TV Salon and we are TV. We're non-partisan, we're independent, but we align ourselves with the people, the masses, because we know say most time they know they give them voice. The one that we get money, they always they go talk for themselves, then get all the channel there. But that people already they done the opposition in this case, in most times they know they hear about that. So now they want and they will represent and help. And we always, but still they do them professionally. Just the thing that we other people don't want to talk, what they come and analyze that because Salon, Not all man and full man. The people all on land book them boku. So now that's what they try for you. So when I thank you, I wanna keep the peace.
Thank you, my brother. Family members, them when I watch this video, quick one, and we can open the phone line.
You understand? And you know, see, if una kind, come in and quick begin engage with you. You understand? And I will tell you for free, my brother, no government not succeed without smaller parties. No government not succeed without smaller parties. If today the thing is very easy for una delegate today, not because of una get the support of APA. APC if them for don't drag SNPP in all the different, you understand? Because one will not get talk money, this diplomacy una they play, it affect una. We see the August 10 insurrection. Now when we come out as an association, condemn the thing, you understand? See both of them call names. You get me? If in this PR system, had it been APA, it should have been very, very difficult for SNPP. It should have been very, very, very difficult. You understand? But it don't reflect. But the party, you know, get people like Unakai, where you able to proceed. In fact, now we are now value than even the SNPP people. And now we are very close to election. Making on the focus level, strategy we use it very, very, very good. Now you don't need SNPP. You need opponents. You need political parties. You need waiting call. You understand? So that the right approach you take, so the right movement. But waiting you say, you said it all. Trust me, my brother. Even for a month, we don't get a promise where they see every month. If now one back send them, they give them leaders and then they get going out. See the support. Some of we work them and we feel that we man and then they point finger but we say, well, now they kill ourselves no more.
Shame now we and civil society they go to parliament, they go take sides. Shameful. Shameful women them have to take sides against the PR system. We come for better woman. Shame. Anyway. So if I can stop there,
probably something now that the time we reach political bringing a strong liaison, we be able to make the bar know some of the activity and bridge the gap between the and because for State House, I'm not saying they all look to SNPP, but some then they really if you look the action, you find out if it are 2 years because if you now PLP, I didn't governance. All where they look around me, waiting to make us succeed. Forget about SNPP members. They already on my own day. We are there outside. Because if they come and say power win, who are them? The international community look the other parties and who they majority out of 17, we 11. If 11 say everything fair and fair, we endorse. That's it. So if that simple declaration thing, a very important part they all go vote. That's
and I wish I had the opportunity for let Maada listen direct from in quiet time. I put time and listen all to what I don't say. It is not just limited to you. Even there are people who fight with Maada or fight for her. They go through the same pain when I go through. Yeah. The same. And when they go like somebody talk now, then they go misrepresent the reality to Maada. They will tell him, we don't do this for that person. Exactly. It is not really. Always when I talk, not to lie. It's about when you are the president of this country or any side, the things that are around you, that one touch with people. Now people that go for states where they can't see. And there are people not only that detail whether they see Maada and then they survive. That is their own employment. Yes.
All right, family members, then we play this video for make you understand that the statement which MPP they try to tell you about them people there we then call themselves sitting a politician. Well, they don't tell you already, say even the vote of the people no even value. As long as they able get an answer more, if anything come, they can ask them, say, then they endorse, say, caretaker bill win, whether it failed by the people, but as long as they able get them one bag rest at the end of the month, then they go, it's not them host. So then the woman, they don't get problem. Then, okay, well,
This all now for make you see the kind of politicians they way una say una get na the country. The people they una can boast and elect the country. But I tap there and go on the phone line as we get the very first caller. We make a quick one more, we'll wrap up the program. Hello caller, your name and who said you call me from?
Yeah, my brother, how do you do?
We thank God, how you safe?
Good. This is Alaja, the call from Virginia.
Alaji, sorry, we know they get you.
We know get you clear.
Not your fault, but sorry,
Hold
let's
on.
just fix something quickly.
You understand? And we know see if una kind come in and we begin engage with you. You understand? And I will tell you for free, my brother, no government not succeed without smaller parties. No government not succeed without smaller parties. If today the thing is very easy for una delegate today, not because of una very support of APA. APC them for don't drag SNPP in all the different. You understand? Because one or another talk man this diplomacy una they play, it affect una. We see the August 10th insurrection. Now when we come out as an association, condemn the thing, you understand? See, vote and call names. You get it? Even this PR system, had it been APA, it should have been very, very difficult for SLPP. It should have been very, very, very difficult. You understand? But you know the reflects. But the party, you know, get people like Unakai, where you able to proceed. In fact, now value than even the SLPP people.
Sorry.
Hello?
Hello, caller. Your name and where you call me from?
I dey call from Kuwait.
Go ahead and make your point. You get 1 minute, 30 seconds.
From Kuwait. Hey, my brother, may God bless you now. We Mohamed Konneh one kill we. The Kuwait work remona we Mohamed Konneh can add all our meat today and not eat. I just to go na bathroom no, but just to go one member no more small. Now I listen to una now safe now get small courage. The thing where they say Maada if they plan for go second house, well at the second house I don't go so and paper. That's the people they not choke again. Not to 4 paper they hold now 1 paper. That's the all money attention they na the baller. Now that's the go no say Pepe not for picking. I come my own Pepe now the show program. Then they so we go do am because second rounds made the time we go second rounds. Now we go tell us we not big fool. Now 1 paper now we go for go vote. So now then they no more. I thank you. May God give we all the blessing of Salo. Keep the fast for make this year go before. By God the power fast no go in vain. And I thank you very, very much.
Thank you. God bless you. Hey, Grandpa, welcome on the show. You get 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. I feel so now.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. You know, this is very heartbreaking. Very heartbreaking. But I guess me, if I analyze this thing, I get from put United Nations them, observers them, and then create this because we already crying at the country say we not trust Konneh. They come, they make meeting plus meeting and meeting, they convince Samura Afoloi to believe this. So now they have to do something. If not, it's gonna be a chaos in the country. You know? Because it's deliberately, we already all are saying this man for resign will not trust them. The word has already been out there. So why are they forcing us to go with on elections with somebody like Konneh, untrusting somebody, very untrustworthy? Konneh is not a Sierra Leonean. It's shameful. It's very shameful said to the world. It's very shameful, I swear to God. But you don't care.
10 seconds.
Konneh, what like somebody where they just angry. Then they execute them by angry. I swear to God.
Thank you. God bless you. Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from?
Weird.
You're welcome on the show. Get 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Una morning, una whatever. My brother, then let God bless una.
Amen.
Don't they follow una from salon? Una 3 number, they all I get. But I mean, some of una, we don't they talk this year. I was the person that say about the Uganda plan where this guy don't they introduce nothing on the way he left again. Nothing. And they talk this, and I don't they come after Ernest. One go and say to date, Ernest not say a word. Then people are there know waiting. this game we don't play. We know they follow African express. Because a lot of we know they read, and we will they read, not they understand. We know we interpret the thing. Then here we don't, this thing we don't stage manage. And this man will force this thing, they don't care the outcome of it. Always when they analyze, so it is perfect light, they know exactly they've lost it. Me, who said they are so nice, don't, then call in the president, say, he don't lost it. He say, let Kanye not tell another word. Make Canadian in last way. I'm saying it from the horse's mouth, and I cannot name names. But who said I wish when I can invite me one day. I've got so many things that I can forward to do this man, but when I know the response. So, okay, it's okay.
Thank you. Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from?
Hello?
You're welcome on the show.
Hello?
Get 1 minute, 30 seconds. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, I former Tasila, they call from Virginia.
Go ahead, you get 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Hey, Papa God. He brother them. Mohamed Konneh want kill we. This man, he want kill we. He want kill we people them. This man, they see the suffer. They see the strain. They see the punishment so people they go through. He load the welfare and picking they look they don't have Maryland. People in welfare and picking and they Maryland. We people and then a salon they suffer. Like where they suffer. So this man go give mom Maada be your second term. For let who suffer like all they suffer so. Hey Papa God take happiness for this man in life. This suffer where this man put people for all this democracy, this man like why they do it so. Hey Papa God, this man he put stress for we. God go put stress for this man who keep picking them. Would they sleep? You know they don't sleep. Me today me actually want come up at me. This man. God go pay this man for we. God go pay this is painful. It's painful, but we never think it God. God go fetch this man for we. Me.
Thank you very much. Hello, caller. Your name and hold on.
Yes, caller. Your name and
where you calling from?
Yeah, Mohamed Sisi, I call from Guinea.
Reduce the volume of your sets, Mohamed.
Okay. Go down, please. Okay. Hello?
Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from, please?
I call from Guinea, Mohamed.
All right, go ahead and make your point. You get 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Okay. Because this thing will happen so today. Because if like where Maada be open say in a father of democracy, this kind of thing not supposed to happen in our country again. Because we know so we don't for more. 11 days ago, not to 11 days old. And this kind of thing still is continue back to happen. When this man knows say he don't lost this election, then candidates can forget this election and see the suffering of the people. We then other people have gone to, we're not glad what they do. If we continue peaceful, we didn't have a country. We didn't have other people in country. Now we know we too with the facing. Now we know the kind of advantage with the disease, but we now what a man country. Then they like so up till now, we own country will never believe it because of the suffering we did. And this man knows say things like this don't happen. He knows say this man not lost this election. And still the first issue say this man for she don't back the power.
10 seconds.
They're waiting at the second phase we get for happen within the people. The one already outside. What am I in your country with the suffer? Then you get your family, she don't suffer in America, then you forget about that. Then the can't suffer we have for nothing.
Hello, caller. Your name and where they call me from?
Hello.
You're welcome on the show.
Hello?
You got 1 minute, 30 seconds. Your name and where they call me from?
Yes, your name is Albert. What Abuame Konneh look into these extra people them, these other parties them are really Abuame Konneh know who side them people here and pull them votes them.
No, that they know I'd say nah, give them because of their own reason.
Yes. Because if we calculate all the votes that we APC get, now the votes and the one they didn't take, give them people here. So we want to know now the question that we ask Konneh, who side them people here pull them 14,000, all 10,000 they are super this election.
All right. Thank you, my brother. God bless you.
Yes.
Hello, caller. Your name and where they call me from?
Yeah, I'm the boss. Call from US, concerned citizen.
All right, go ahead. You're welcome on the show. You get 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Yeah, Bossman, couple of months ago, or a year, I be call one time at the Axie. All them call with they call, they complain Maada bill, they say this, they say that, so they say this, that, back and forth. Not to all now and then. Now waiting at the solution to the problem. Waiting we the people have for do. Now don't come to pass so. When you come out, they kill you. You talk, they arrest you. We not get solution. Trust me, bro.
No, me brother, I'm not cut you.
Yeah.
The people don't find a solution for themselves. How? They vote massively for policemen. Now the problem is the electoral commissioner.
Okay. Okay, hold on this straight Bible. You and I know say this election was rigged even before this election.
Perfectly correct.
3 years. So it's like a strategy. One I've been long call, not even last year. Let we finish strategy, let this election not rig. This election be don't rigged, me brother. It be don't rigged. The people that vote doesn't matter. You know, if they piss like we don't see this ahead. All this be done, bro. Well, I give people a chance to let them call. Because to be honest, like man, like we piss off, bruh. We really piss off.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah.
Hello, caller. Your name and where you call me from?
Hello?
You're welcome on the show.
Hello?
Your name and where you call me from?
Me na concerned citizen I dey call from Riyadh.
Okay, 1 minute 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Waiting me get for say with all waiting they go on. If God forbid, Mohamed Konneh succeed for forcefully take this power and give Maada bill. Maada bill not of 5 years more he want for Dedo. If we all can remember when Maada bill can newly, he tried for change the constitution from 5 years to 7 years where he not succeed. Me spirits, they strongly tell me, say, if God forbid Maada bill end up for Sidon back Narapa, it change this whole democracy to one party state. And the lives of the citizens there, we get for God, let God push them far. We just pray to God. May God push all this dubious plan, all this evil plan. Let God shatter up. Now me your contribution, Dandy no more.
Thank you, Mama. God bless you. Hello, caller. Your name and where you call me from?
Hello, good morning, Sunday and Bible.
Good morning. You're welcome on the show. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Not tell what one thing we may just make take solace on that the fact that say already we not say the election I read the election if the figures them if fabricated and purported figures them then they lead. So like in other words, I just pity the one them way the rubber stamp fraudulent things them. Especially when it comes to things that involve the nation and when it comes to the voices of the majority in the country. If people in the majority do not decide for make a change, then you say no, now you in choice for put there because of sentimental or whatever thing. Then at the end of the day, we believe in posterity. And nothing will last forever. So like all the one that votes and the one that feel they disenfranchised, then I just take solace on the fact say nothing will last forever. Kaka long so take most cuts. So at the end of the day, we all go sit down back in a salon, they begin buy back Gary 5,000 or whatever. When Maada bill you didn't power just will catch up with the one. So in another words, as much as we're not glad on waiting to happen or waiting they happen right now or waiting gets for happen, but now we still take solace on the fact say nothing will last forever. On the contribution and thank you very much.
Hello, caller. Your name and where you call me from? Hello.
Hello.
You're welcome on the show. 1 minute 30 seconds. Your name and where you call me from?
Yeah, this is Abdul call from United States.
I will go ahead.
Yeah, we all do our best. The opposition, the pressure group, the people, everybody do their best. But as Shingi Pierre been said the last time, we cast everything to God. And let me believe, say God will continue for confusing people here. let we still get the hope. God get patience. God gets patience. Let nobody not go underground because it will be bad for our country. No, just keep the faith burning no more. We'll go see some surprise. Thank you, bye.
Thank you. Hello, caller. Your name and where you call me from? Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
You're welcome on the show. Your name and where you call me from?
I'm a concerned citizen.
All right, go ahead. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yes, my brother. This year from where I get these reports from in the ECSL boss, my brother. If I tell you, I not sleep. I not sleep. We don't know which are the way forward now because this 60% where they just called today, we see bodies them. Now one village very close to Mashaka, where they call Masalia, even Mashaka, and even Kabbalah. So what about if they can't get this man? Now more killing they take place now the country. I they tell you, my brother. So would they pray let God puts? They're just like how this we last caller just talked just now. Would they summon we case to Allah?
Inshallah.
Yes, Allah no get that way he tie up. So now my own contribution this.
Thank you. God bless you.
So my own contribution.
Please reduce the volume of your sets.
Hello.
You're welcome on the show. 1 minute 30 seconds. Your name and where you call me from?
Yeah, Mr. T from New Jersey. How are you guys?
Thank God. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, me. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very disappointed today. It's like an uphill battle trying to come back. From what you estimate, APC needs for score over 85% just to come back and tie. But the thing with the bother me is, at the end, people in the say for go fetch. You know, go fetch if you not get leader. So I don't understand what thing ever happen, because they will go come on a road and go kill people there. Then at the end, all my gun go inside back. See, I don't know. I'm just frustrated.
Thank you. God bless you.
Yes.
Hello, caller. Your name and where you call me from?
Hello, me a concerned citizen. I call from United States.
You're welcome. You get 1 minute 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Okay. What I want to tell I want to assure anybody say this 40% we left so APC na then get them. No say people and discourage waiting they go on at the country.
Waiting build that confidence in you, please.
Because these are the only way for Giddy SLPP for let themselves get courage. This election, we don't win them. You understand? Then nobody not going to give up say SLPP go kind of power now. That's not what happens. And I like what they say no more. The party don't take your own decision. See, that is what we then call now fake, not to the you. The 40% we left now APC. So this get for FIBA like Trump against Biden. We then go for call the election. Now Trump be the lead. At the end of the day, we then call. Now Joe Biden ain't win. So we'll get for win. If now APC then first call, so it will cause a lot of problem. When I get for understand. So now make them make it easy. Then give the man first. So we then get for call the 40% is for APC. So that's all I get for telling anybody. Let people encourage. Nobody no discourage. We no lost no election. Everybody know people then come out in number, then vote. Now we right. But we no need that. We don't have 5 years able to develop the country.
We respect your opinion, caller. No problem. Well, family, on watch this quick video. We come back and continue the phone line.
All right. Okay, sir. Bye.
If una kind come in and quick begin engage with you, you understand? And I will tell you for free, my brother, no government not succeed without smaller parties. No government not succeed without smaller parties. If today they think it's very easy for una delegate today, now because of una get the support of APA. APC if them for don't drag SNPP in all the different, you understand? Because one will not get of money, this diplomacy una they play, it affect una. We see the August 10 insurrection. Now when we come out as an association, condemn the thing, you understand? See, vote and call names. You get me? Even this PR system, had it been upper, it should have been very, very difficult for SLPP. It should have been very, very, very difficult. You understand? But you know the reflects. But the party, you know, get people like Unakai, where you able to proceed. In fact, now we are now value than even the SLPP people. And now we are very close to election. Making on the focus level, strategy we use it very, very, very good. Now you don't need SLPP. You need opponents. You need political parties. You need what's the call? You understand? So that the right approach you take, so the right movement. But everything you say, you said it all. Trust me, my brother. Even for a month, we don't get a promise where they say every month. If now one back send them, they give them leaders and then they can go now. See the support. So if we work them and we feel that we man them and they point finger, but we say, well, now they kill ourselves no more.
Shame now we and civil society, they go to parliament, they go take sides. Shameful. Shameful. Women them have to take sides against the PR system. We come for better woman. Shame. Anyway, so if I can stop there.
Probably sometime now that the time we reach political bring a strong liaison, we'll be able to let the bar know some of the activity and bridge the gap.
Alright, and welcome back. You still watch we had on YouTube and on Facebook. We get 1,189 with the watch we on YouTube. We get 416. Please now for like for the program and share them, okay? Thank you very much. And for you we not subscribe it, we get 80,436 on YouTube. We don't subscribe, we can refer to as family member. Okay, 80,443. Thank you very much. Please, we get aim for each 100,000 before then they announce the final result, you know, as a family member. So if you not subscribe it, please consider for do so. We make sure that we count all the information for you we get further with this particular election where you need for know. And we as well done there for the last 3 years, and we'll continue for day with you as long as the life of everybody day. Follow will give you the best of information. So we'll continue for go on the line again and take some more calls. So let me see whether we get on the line. Let me see. Oh, please, we not take normal call. We're not take normal call. Let me go on the line and take another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, I did call from
Do you release the volume of your set? Release the volume of your set.
Yeah. No, I don't come on here.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, waiting would they ask for? They let people keep fast. Let people keep fast. Not to tomorrow, next tomorrow. Now let people keep fast. For anybody where they interfere with this election, let people keep fast. They are not maybe the actual.
All right. Thank you very much. So in relations to that, we already don't keep 1 2 days fast, and we not say we fast, not they go in vain. You know, something get for happen in a way una not they believe how it happen. You know, that is why I have very much confidence in waiting and everything they see. I don't get problem anybody win, but I not say something get for happen. I'm pretty sure of that. They'll go on the line again. I'd rather take a few more calls now and let me say rest, and then we'll come back for callers. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from?
Yes, my peer.
Yes, sir. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, it's Abuajibu. I call from Lama Junction.
Kushas, I do.
I don't know, bro. Me might not look so glad, but I mean, I pray and hope say there will be light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, always light today. God will bring and go shine the way.
We get hope, bro. We not the team. We say at the corner part of the country. I mean, no lake. This afternoon, they see some video on Facebook. We go and see people in the attack the main highway in Amasheka, mile 38.
Okay, so one thing I want to know, let's just pay attention by the thing right side. All of something already happened, you know, that distraction, and people are very much. They're not glad at all. So you get for expecting things for the come up. So let's just focus on what we do for now.
Definitely, we'll go so. The president settle down very, very quick. May this man wait again for another 48 hours, man. We don't already wait for 48 hours. You can't call 60%. We don't want to wait for another 48 hours.
Okay.
Thank you, pa.
Thank you. So one thing we our know, let we put 2 years now gone. We don't even know. Sometimes before they grab yourself, then go say they can't call. because then they walk throughout, and we don't know waiting in plan. Security all over, then they all over. I don't wonder how that they call conference call. We know they take conference call. I'm very sorry. We're gonna take conference call. Here we go. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, this nice. They come from the States.
Right.
Yes.
Reduce the volume of your set and let me talk, yeah?
Yeah. Una thank you for what you do. Because without una we don't me like me, so for the past 3 days I know they will sleep. Just this for I know able stomach anything because of me family they already back yonder. And I just want for appeal to people the power of the tongue is very powerful. No, they put negativity by this there. More could just get hope. The God will put this evil mortar mania in the pull this trip and no make no mistake about it. God Lord just get that hope there and say that the God will put under the pull because the first year we know say not to win away they don't talk. So Lord just listen to ourselves. I know say we all stress, especially the one who are inside there. But me, I just want to let them just keep the faith because the material where they see Facebook, social media, they discourage people. That's form of distraction, now distraction that need to everybody under because now so then they do the tactics for let them pull their mind and they for let them do what they get for the but me now they tell na thank you and they appeal to me people and let them just focus and calm down.
All right. We go on the line again and take another call. 1 minute 30 seconds. Welcome. Your name and where the call from? You're live now, caller. Your name and where the call from? Okay, we go to another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and where the call from? Caller, are you then live now? Your name and where the call from? Okay, go to another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and where the call from?
Yeah, we are. This is a call from a concerned citizen from the United States.
All right, go ahead. You get the platform.
Yes, bruh. Based on waiting, they go on at the Freetown. Actually, we tell on thank you because they give you some reliable source them through where you follow on Facebook. Me, they still continue for talk to Unam and lot talk to the APC people and see how best to keep the peace. Then guys, they are the rig the election and they want to succeed. We talk to the party stakeholders them. When they see how best, they will fight for many people are not if this result. Because honestly, they try for if this result. How they go call out 60%? We are in we don't know even how you take across the 60% in there. So you see, it's like all waiting they do that they own interest. I not believe say the commissioner way they and us we ready for serve the nation. And if he's ready for serve the nation, he go act genuinely. Looking at Marcela Samba, he can publicly and tell with the facts. These are the kind of people who we look for in the country. But most of the other ones that will get under, they're all the under liberty. And they affect the nation. I just pray and hope that God make this result overturn for in favor.
All right, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
All right, to go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and where the call from?
I call from Sierra Leone.
Okay, go ahead. You get the platform. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Brother, man, tell her that thank you. Within the state and see what's in the happen. But honestly, we didn't pain. We really the suffer within at the ground. As I tell you from where this thing happen, and they will sleep till now. Bruh. We were the free tongue, where the sweeting they happen now we know. Maybe some of una na pictures and audios una they see. But we were in at the ground now we know it will feel. Honestly.
You're correct. You're very correct.
My brother would suffer. Seriously the suffer. we seriously the suffer. Let God make this guy, as Adeyeri prayers them, let God make this guy, God just work a miracle. But then don't orchestrate this thing, everything. Usa we go vote, like me personal, Usa go vote as everything happen. Oh God, like I'm sorry for we all. But painful.
I know. Anyway, let me take courage and not say better life there ahead, yeah? Once life day, hope day, yeah?
Inshallah, by the grace of God.
Thank you very much. Please not stress too much. Because if you stress, you sick, you're not going to benefit anything. That way, focus on what we do and make sure, say, we just do we best for make we life better.
By the grace of God, inshallah.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you very, very much, brother, man. Yeah.
Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from?
My name Aisha. They call from Pennsylvania. How now they do?
With the tie, you say?
Okay. Una thank you. I watched the video when I just play. It really hits me hard because it's sad for the minor people them, you know. For letting people the way we they vote for letting they before for we and talk for we forget that type of mindset. It's just pathetic and waiting to happen right now. Double hypocrisy. The international community, they not the tongue. People are getting shot. People that they wound them. Nobody is saying anything. Like the life of the people not even matter. How them people that they allow one man for hold down a whole country hostage just for in your selfishness? Nobody is doing anything about it. It's sad. It just I don't even imagine the level of hypocrisy.
I'm not caught you all though, yeah? But you know one thing I will tell you. Where you did your host, now you get for take care of your host before somebody come in.
You're right.
So we not like me personally, not they blame international community. Because in the first place, when they come, they don't make them very clear, say they don't come for interfere. They come for just see what's in the happen. At the end of the day, they pull statement. And then that is true. We see outside EU don't pull their own statement and then come out with the truth. Nothing but the truth where we all know. Yeah. So I think say they get for make recommendation according to them. And waiting me no say we get for happen. In the case of outside something worse than this they happen, okay, then we get for come, but not to where they come as observer. Now we get for no say difference between observer and the one they wait there for criminals.
Right. So also what you would talk, so look what in this me, like I say, I always tell people that we not need for pray for Sierra Leone anymore. We need for swear the politician, the families, everybody down. This not need prayers anymore. We don't need prayers. Lord, so just begin swear the people.
Family, because one way or the other, you're not gonna know whether you related to win a politician, and you don't know the day. You not eat, you not drink. You understand? So rather than the family, let's put that to the politicians then directly.
But look at what they say. What's nothing they talk though. Then they talk say as long as they don't eat. So basically, if they eat with their family, the rest of the other people not care. So why should we care?
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Waiting at the time for we say we all are the country and family. One way or the other, things difficult. If person can't give me money, when me no know but waiting he do, he just see me give me money. That means say me self don't eat.
Oh, you're right. I agree. You're right. I see you say they come off from, but the whole thing is just frustrating. If don't pass 4 days, I'm not able to sleep. I know they sleep like they see the people at the place they're in chaos or whatever. Let them call this results. What would I get for takeover? Let take over. If not, it suffer. Let continue for suffer. But this is too much. It's too much.
Okay, thank you very much.
And they beat people there, you know. Anyway, when I thank you what you now they do for our time there for so long. Let God bless you now.
Thank you. God bless you too. All right, so they take 5 more calls at a break, and then I come back later. And because other things than the way with the tribe were put together, we come back later, not now, but we come back later. And after which we will break again and come back at exactly 9 o'clock for the weekend, because we get for the engage frequently we engage and see everything that happen. But not forget say 9 o'clock. This morning, 9 o'clock this morning, we out another program what we call Coolest. Now a normal program, and we bring come people them where they come and discuss the issues them, especially with regards things them where they happen. Yeah. So join me at exactly 9. Follow we look at that particular program the end discuss. I'll take 5 more calls. This now one. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from.
We had nine Salon Sabi.
Yes, so.
Sengbe Pierre.
Sir.
Bible, let God bless you now. You know, this sacrifice so now make the for do the kind here under a dictatorship like this.
Okay.
We get problem in that country there. Right now, the people, the masses don't do their own. They don't do everything where them for do. Now it's up to the leaders them. Starting from Aneskoma, take handle. If you not allow this guy come to power, believe me, una not feel say una safe, una and una family. This guy, he don't become a dictator. Right now, what they do right now? Na Muzaven in playbook, now they play so na salon. Now na fear, now they put amongst the people.
Now the way he visits, the first time he become president of salon.
Exactly. Now in playbook, now they play so na salon. Right now na fear, now they put so. The next thing, how they set no more. This Konneh column as president, he done. The security spread. Nobody no go come out. And right now, within these 48 hours, starting from Anes by Koma, the one all APC, now for find a plan. International community no get nothing for do. If una no get a plan B, believe in me,
right.
Una don't put the people of Salon into trouble.
All right, thank you very
una
much.
Get a plan B, and the plan B now for assassinate Maada for go.
Please, no, Isha point there. Thank you, sir.
Okay, the person, let it go before that country they get peace.
Let we not use this platform for do them kind of things and that big.
No, na message over the same.
Yes, no,
sorry about that.
Please,
you
yes,
know?
sorry.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. God bless.
God bless. All right, so like we say, let me not use this platform for pass the message, and you can do audio, you can do video, but please don't not use this platform for do that kind of thing. They are big, yeah, for the sake of peace and because a lot of people they watch, and some people them not think twice. At the end of the day, now they will go back and go lost their life. So please with the big, yeah. All right, we'll go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from.
I call from Grace.
All right, go ahead. You get the platform. 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yeah, brother, let go ahead,
Quick.
Like waiting people then they talk and wait till they see, that Mohamed Konneh or Alpha Konneh, I don't even know how they call themselves. Not be just patient no more. And see, 40%. Not be just patient because, like, then people then they see what they happen at salon and then they see how the brutality they misbehave. All of them things that they don't people they see because of the people fall victim. Look that August 10, they kill a lot of people then. Then now all of them things that the people they are not able for watch to now one day and people they don't put against. Then now Mohamed Konneh they want to take advantage because they don't select them. Not be just patient no more and not be just get the courage because even me over 3 days, but I don't get appetite for it, I don't get appetite for anything. So let me just pray to God and God must put control. So if I did talk and reconciliation is.
Thank you. I'll take 3 more calls. Agi.
Yes, I'm okay. How you doing?
Hey, try yourself.
Not bad. Yeah, now what else more? I understand people in frustration. Me, very frustrated. Because it's so painful where say APC actually win genuinely and then they try for take another hand. But I want to let people understand one thing. Sorry, I didn't job.
It's okay,
Maada, they don't do two very stupid thing them. where international people then they inside the country. I want let people they understand say in day of reckoning they come. And let you know feel say it's so get power that is untouchable. That one I observe and can observe. But the fact say them go attack people the way they protest peacefully, shoot and kill somebody. They not tap the yesterday back then go, then shoot and kill. It's still they shoot and kill while it gets international people them inside the country. In day of reckoning they come. Then people there, they're very slow out and they beating them, they let for view evidence until then we see where they're able to shake.
You know
then
this story you talk so.
They go come for them.
The August 10 something, say they be always they try for put the blame on the people.
Yes.
Then go to the European Union, European Parliament and blame the people. Then go to the ECOWAS Parliament and blame the people. Now the people them day and they don't see exactly what happen. And
now that I say then there's I say where people are like keep us in an arrogance now they give. You know they make you know they see carry. And now that's what they do. So that don't can show himself before them, even when they own people then they inside that party office so they get mind and shit and kill somebody then they come. When they go all them as well, salon people them when I go talk back. Then kind of people are God not they kill them quick. They let them they sit down then they go turn child stealer. Let people then watch. No we not worry. Okay, if they end up for thief and self, okay, but God go deal with them. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, I'll take 2 more calls. Welcome to the show. Your name inside the call from?
Yes, this are the call from Washington DC.
All right, go ahead. So get the platform. 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not really glad the whole thing really they go at all. Because right now I just they kind of confused. All them days they are the work, you know, and not the who are the kind of host all kind of vexation, you know, people and then at that country they and you know really.
Why now only they show up?
Yeah, because all of them here, you know, really they go fine. You know, I really stress out and things are really bad, my brother.
I know.
Seriously.
But okay, just be strong, okay?
Yeah, hold on, my wife.
Hello?
Yes, Mama.
Yeah, una appreciate about una thank you.
Yes, so thank
me
you.
Get concern when me get, yeah. Lima, the time the way them be the column for answer questions about the Augustine, you know, ever show up.
No.
So why not today or so? Because me not today I see them where una put them, they say then get victory and all. Then they really don't sit well with me. Also, it been there all along where they call them, it say in there above the law. And no answer to call, you know, answer to question.
Okay, so every day doing your own thing. Because nobody know the answer to that question. So yeah.
Wow. That's really sad. That they no more make me call.
Okay.
What? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. 1 more call. Welcome to the show. Your name inside the call from?
Me brother.
Yes, sir.
I don't vex, bro.
What's happen with vex? You did live. Reduce the volume of your set and low talk. What's happen with vex?
Yes, so Papa, na me picking out it. Na in the talk so. America born, I see the way I frustrated all them 2 days here. I ain't call so Papa. Me I not able eat. I not able sleep. Hey Papa. Country people they suffer. Look how much of people they don't kill this past 5 years. Me are making picky wa born now. You see me how much I frustrated. Say, Mommy, give me the phone. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna tell them this is wrong. Hey, Papa. Me are not able to sleep. Me are not able to sleep. Oh, Mohamed Konneh rescue we nation, rescue we country. Oh, hey, Mohamed Konneh, we left everything to you. Mohamed Konneh. Papa, me are not able to sleep.
Don't stress too much. Drink water and take a deep breath. It will be okay. Okay?
Yes, so Papa. I'm not able to sleep.
I know.
Yeah. Yes, so Papa.
All right, thank you very much. We'll take the last call as a bonus call. Welcome to the show. Your name and who the call from?
Hello, Amy. Good morning. The call from London. First of all, I just want to say thank you for waiting on London. Let me all take courage from waiting. Mohamed Konneh don't do so. I believe say there is a reason where Mohamed Konneh do so. Imagine if Mohamed Konneh be give the APC the lead, their wars will have been up and then people have been done bounce and street and continue for do rampant killing just like what happened at Mashaka. I saw my own imagination they be. But all said and done, I also happy the way I want to encourage people and they give all in and out indications waiting lies ahead for the opposition. All we talk to the APC people now is may don't expect see the leaders of the APC get for day in front if anything happen. Because you see from one interview where they interview the ONS boss, where Lamrana be the interviewer, where is then ready for take anyone, we stand against them. And that particular word take, we ready for take anybody where military man or police or person would go and they take that word, you know, say now assassination. So, and just to say, because we all not get the time, one thing I see when I don't do, when I don't take the display of the people and names them where they call, because sometimes people and they don't song where they call a number they appear. And if I say a target for them, for go and go attack them. But obviously they look say for the next 24 hours, what is there also, if I able get all the diaspora media, the loan account together and put the analysis because the afternoon today or the evening we'll be there with Mr. Mengo, where we analyze a lot of things that we show up, we see all these government they plan and you see the attack people they come on against them. The same tuna said they facing now. Go now they get a lot of attack from all kind, then people not care again. Then they wait for the outside and say APC they do this, they're ready for them. And even if they say this to go on one off, then people are ready for do a lot of things they will get for harm people under that country. That the man not go for did it. Yeah.
All right.
So I thank you very much. I will continue listening to now. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Let this be the last call. This way I take so now for this morning. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from. Reduce the volume of your set now. Yeah, baby, good.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine. My name is John. I call from Freetown.
All right.
Okay. So we own contribution at this. The manner in which, especially the APC, they do this politics here, to me, is somehow wrong. And that's the reason why they're not able for do anything profitable to either them or to the followers. The political argument for base on issues in the country. The political campaign for base on waiting on a plan for do for the people then. The political situation for be a structure. They use a structure for campaign demand by the bylaws. For example, in 2018, you find out say where APC bring Cherry Cocoa and SLBP no say the Fulani another constituency where a big major stakeholders, what did they say do? Then go find Fulani and come with them. Right? Their own argument is all about Maada. And then they forget about planning, looking at the manner information. Yes, sir.
You actually don't reach your time, but I'll use this opportunity for asking a question. And let me be clean in this one. Maada Bio in campaign, APC in campaign, which one be actually the focus on in campaign?
Well, to me, now this latter part, there's a 2 to 3 weeks, 2 weeks to the election. Now Maada begin talk about people then.
No, sorry. Throughout Maada in campaign. All over Maada in campaign, all of APC.
Name Anes.
No, not to Dande. Dande just few things. I mean, who that between the two-way focus on in campaign in this campaign?
Well, try for tell you so all the callers we don't call you. Do not ever talk about any issues.
Not to the caller them. Wait, I think you the mistake.
That the same way.
Wait, you the mistake something. they call at them, na salon people and we concerned about waiting the government they do. We're different from the APC leadership. When not them, they go into campaign. You agree with me or not?
But you see what I try for see, if you know what they try for see, now the problem about this APC, we not just see situation from one angle and not just
no wait.
Just what I believe say right.
No, but wait, you don't talk to me. I ask you question,
Generally in life.
All right, I think you know one for listening to me. This is not the problem. This pauper business. Now you can't classify me. You don't even know. You don't ask me question. You don't ask me question and answer you. But when me want to ask you question, you know the answer. That's not pauper business. You know nice. You know nice. By force, not to anything before do. I'll take this as a final bonus. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from.
Hello, this is citizen caller.
Go ahead. You get the platform. 1 minute 30 seconds.
Okay, they get me?
You they get you.
Okay. First of all, what you want to say, if you salon are we all in yon. I wouldn't say Sierra Leone, and Sierra Leonean is for Sierra Leoneans. You see, I mean, not left to look one side of the picture, you know? And some people, this voter and get, lot of people who are in Liberia or Guinea, they can't vote for it. Now Sierra Leone, they don't vote for it. People that are Freetown, Loco, I mean, Bo, Kenem, or whatever. Now, inside Sierra Leone, people them vote for them.
Okay.
You know, why people they look at it as if Marabio, I mean, they vote, they vote and say, and I mean, this is an election. When people go to election, at the end of the day, now one person just for win. No matter how you look at it. But I mean, when I say about the situation, when I say the situation, when I tell you, when I need the help situation at all. Because if, for example, even if I mean, calling me your uncle or I mean, that you're a relative, I'm not sure we can talk about that. I'm not sure for the talk against that.
What do I talk about, Konneh?
Because all look at things as if
no, you say me. No, wait, not say una. You say me. What do me talk about against Konneh?
Of course, why me? You
okay, so first of all, let's say you say you don't reach 130 seconds, but let me talk now. This is not my own time. So what do I talk about Mohamed Konneh?
Yeah, when I look at the things, the man, the man in a fraud situation, the man do the right thing.
Okay, so let's ask you another question. Let's ask you a question, quick.
Yeah.
Take me out of the picture. Bring the one them way, now then the fund we follow we survive in the country. The EU, the Carter Center, and the others. Tell me what they tell you in the press conference.
What then they talk, me and they look at what they say because they're outside. But we be Sierra Leone.
No, we be honest with your conscience and to salon. You don't blame me. No, wait.
We all honest.
No, wait. You listen to me now. I don't listen to you. 1 minute 30 seconds. I don't say anything, ain't
Okay, let's go on. Go ahead, yeah.
So, why you want for talk about me and you don't want for talk about that one day we then get the issue?
Of course, we will talk about everybody.
No, but you say that is not important. Now me, now we.
No, not outside. But we not look at it like that. If SLPP, the people not to Sierra Leone, they vote for SLPP. So the only they vote for SLPP, they not to Salon people. And Konneh now, Konneh not to work in the day. They put themselves there. Now vote them. Okay, they vote in the parliament.
Now, from when you begin for talk. From what you begin for... You listen me now, sir? You listen me now?
Yeah, talk, yeah?
Okay. I appreciate your time with me at the program. Thank you very much. God bless you.
You're welcome.
Alright, so I think I know what thing they happen right now, and I take this other caller again. If it be the same, I continue. Welcome to the show. Name inside the call from.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name inside the call from.
Me na Chief Pakapagmas Mali Martin Fatmata Sisi, and I call from London, United Kingdom.
You get 1 minute 30 seconds. Go ahead.
I go try for use them judiciously. First of all, I want to acknowledge all the good work I don't do. Because all the electronic and print media in Salon don't be one-sided. So we only have up now as citizens of that country, they both at home and abroad, now the social online platforms were very much independent. Now then the people lean on. What I want for know, because I'm just waking up. I want to know if we don't get the second release of ECSL, the results where they need to get the 60%, the district quota, and you go find that on a license to the public, because this 60% is being misinterpreted by a lot of people, including the ruling SLPP. Then they jubilate, forgetting that the 60% that has been read, it is not 60% by district, but rather 60% of results that have been validated. And when you look at this 60%, most of what has been read... You actually
don't need 30 seconds, so I'll give you another 10 seconds.
Okay. When you look at this 60% where they don't read, with the district where they don't, it is most from the southeast. So it will find on an app for analyze to the public so that tensions then go ease down. Thank you very much.
So waiting not clear, yeah. Now ECSL says if this is not the problem, and when we talk people and they say if we talk about Konneh, if we talk about this, Mohamed Konneh from the onset is not very much clear and not transparent with the people of the country. Mohamed Konneh don't come and tell we say this 60% now the one where we don't process or the result we don't receive or now from the
play the devil's advocate here. Play the devil's advocate. Me and you, when you look at Konneh in body language, even when you be the read that 60%, if of course you know it in our communications because you are a seasoned journalist, you go see say he's troubled and worried. This is because most of the pressure he get is coming from the ruling government. So he will do things for ease tension, we go at least ease down tension from the pressure they get. Okay. But later when they release them figure then they by district aggregate, anybody will give them, you go know say APC is very comfortable. Because they're not even enter up to 60% of Freetown yet. But when you look at the district results, the way it don't enter according to waiting the later published, you go see say some district now the southeast is about 90% of the results.
Okay, so thank you very much. I appreciate your time. That is why we talk. Say this is likely going to be a runoff. Thank you. God bless you.
No, definitely there is a runoff, but we are comfortable in the APC.
Okay, so I'm not to take further call. I'm not to take any more call. You know, this is not a problem where we get right now. Now the biggest problem this of all, where a lot of people they misunderstand something, and we want them to understand exactly what thing they happen. But you know, I'm not to take offense if somebody attack me. I'm not to take offense. The only thing where I can always encourage you, when for attack me, get prepared. And no say where you come, you get for be respectful. In other words, you get for show say you're not responsible somebody. What do I mean? When you come, you ask me question, I answer you. When I ask you question, you for answer. That is what you call conversation. And una they tell we say other people not engage in in serious conversation. But when you come, you can't force something per me. Not a conversation, Danny. Now power you can't put per me. That is to say you have forced me for take what you want for the last take. And not to that, not to so communication day. So I appreciate you all, especially when you come and try for can press me it down. I love una so much. In fact, I love past all. Because when una can come and we get conversation, and we get kind of discussion, it can make I feel amazed in me Fatima Tasawane voice. It can make I feel amazed. So thank you very much. I appreciate you now. Yeah, I appreciate you so much. So that's what live day. At exactly 9 o'clock this morning, we carry out a program called Couriers, where we look at the front page of the newspaper them, carry it analyze them for analyze the things them where the newspaper and the carry. Where of course we get for see the issues of the election, they come from the different newspaper them. So one more time I want to tell you thank you. God bless we country Sierra Leone, where we call we hard.
You know, understand? And we know see if una kind come in and we begin engage with you, you understand? And I will tell you for free, my brother, no government not succeed without smaller parties. No government not succeed without smaller parties. If today the thing is very easy for una delegate today, not because of una very support of APA. APC if them for don't drag SLPP. In all the different. You understand? Because one will not get of money, this diplomacy when they play, it affects now. We see the August insurrection. Now when we come out as an association, condemn the thing, you understand? See both of them call names. You get me? Even this PR system, had it been upper, it should have been very, very difficult for SLPP. It should have been very, very, very difficult. You understand? But you know, they reflect. But the party, you know, get people like Unakai, where you go to draw see. In fact, now we are now value than even the SLPP people. And now we are very close to election. Making on the focus, like the strategy we use, very, very, very good. Now you don't need SLPP. You need opponents. You need political parties. You need waiting course. You understand? So that the right approach you take, so the right movement. But what you say, you said it all. Trust me, my brother. Even for a month, we don't get a promise where they say every month. If now one back send them, they give them leaders and then they can go now. See the support. So if we work them and we think that we man and they point finger, we say, well, now they kill myself no more.
Ashamed now we and civil society, they go to parliament, they go take sides. Shameful. Shameful. Women them have to take sides against the PR system. We come for better woman. Ashamed. And so if I can stop there,
probably sometime now that the time in which political bring a strong liaison, we be able to make the bar know some of the activity and bridge the gap between the bar and because for State House, I'm not saying they all look to SLPP, but some then they really if you look the action, you want out if you don't have 2 years because if you now me na PLP. I didn't governance. All where they look around me, waiting will make us succeed. Forget about SLPP members. They already on my own day. We are there outside. Because if they come and say power win, who are them? The internal community look the other parties and we did majority out of 17, we 11. If 11 say power everything fair we endorse. That's it. So if that simple declaration day, a very important part the only go vote.
And I wish I had the opportunity for let Maada listen direct from in quiet time. I even put time and listen all to I don't say. It is not just limited to you. Even there are people who fight with Maada or fight for her. They go through the same pain when I go through. Yeah. The same. And when they go like somebody talk now, then they go misrepresent the reality to Maada. They will tell him, we don't do this for that person. Exactly. Good. It is not really. All the time you talk, not to lie. It's about when you are the president of this country or any side, the things that are around you, that one touch with people. Now people that go for states where they can't see you. And there are people not only that detail whether they see Maada and then they survive. That is their own employment. Yes. And they are misrepresenting the president in will and wish for in people. It is disheartening. I'm sitting here, but I know the pains that all the pass through. So all the they explain to me, it hurts me inside. Because if you have this group, now people that they represent, the people they suffer also, that they can't see that they support the system. There's a way they support you back, they explain all the suffering. Oh. That is why I have always followed him. Because the strategies we use, very key. There's not one sector where this part of engage when they express these feelings.